Hi, everybody.
Hey guys, it's JT with Nick
Woohoo!
and Brent.
Hi, Brent.
And
Hello.
we're here to play some AOS 3.0 on launch day.
Age of
Love that.
Sigmar.
Age of Sigmar.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited too. You guys know Nick, of course, because he's our resident dork.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed.
Sure. I'll take it.
Oh, hey man, I fly my dork flag proudly as well. And the dork you don't know is Brent. Brent is one of our Patreons, the Sub 100 Club, one of our original Patreons. Dr. Vancouver on our Discord channel. Brent Proxa is here to play the Stormcast Eternals, and really, he's the only guy who kind of knows what he's doing. So Brent is going to help us.
We had to bring in the ringer.
We had to bring in the ringer to make sure that you guys can see exactly what we're doing. We're playing AOS 3.0. We're playing with the Dominion starter box. We've got Stormcast Eternals on this side with Brent. We've got the Cruel Boys with Nick. Nick's really excited because they're pointy. The only thing that he's not excited about is nothing explodes in Age of Sigmar. There's
I
no
thought their
explosions.
guys explode.
Technically,
I heard his guys
they
explode.
do. When they die,
When I kill them, every single one explodes.
yeah, they deal a mortal wound. But
To you.
Oh, so it's bad to me.
yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna dive into a little bit here. We're gonna talk about what we set up. We set up a cool village that the orcs are trying to burn down, and that the Age of Sigmarites, what are they actually called? Is it just Sigmar?
Stormcast Eternals.
Stormcast
Stormcast,
Eternals?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
just the Stormcast. They're
Yeah.
they're defending the village.
Well, I'm assuming that they probably came to rescue the village. All the people are probably either fled or hiding in their buildings.
This
I'm
is true.
assuming.
Yeah.
If they're hiding in the buildings, they could be in trouble because you can garrison terrain now in Age of Sigmar.
Right.
It's really, really cool. So really quick, we're going to be playing an open war scenario today. I've got it all written down here because I like to take copious notes. The open war scenario and the way the deployment is set up, you can see where the guys are standing. They're going to be playing on short edge of the table. Because it's a small battle box, it's just the starter set. We're not playing the full table length, so we're playing just a half table. We are playing Loot and Plunder from the new book. There are 6 objectives on the table, 3 in each player's territory. At the end of the player turn, they can loot that objective, and then you remove it from play. If you manage to remove all 3 of your opponent's objectives, you win a major victory. At the end of the game, though, at the end of 5 turns, it's whoever holds the most objectives is going to win the game.
Excellent.
For a minor victory.
For a minor.
For a minor victory. No twists. We decided to keep it fairly simple as far as gameplay goes, and each player has a ruse. Now, normally you'd keep these secret according to the rule book, but we're going to tell you because it's really, really cool. Brent actually gets the ability to outflank one of his units. So on the first movement or second movement phase, he can actually bring his unit on. I believe the rule is 6 from the edge and 9 from enemy models. So he can come in anywhere. He's circled around the village and he's coming in from behind the orcs. Whereas Nick, because let's face it, Nick likes explosions. We can't really give him explosions, but he gets to set fire to one of the buildings.
Set fire!
So any terrain feature within 3 of a hero, he'll be with a friendly hero. He'll be able to set it on fire. And if models are within an inch of that terrain feature at the end of their commanding player's movement phase, are killed. So if you garrison
Just
the building,
killed?
they're killed.
Yeah.
My guys too?
No. And if you're within an inch of the building, you die.
So any of our guys.
Any of your guys.
Yeah.
So don't.
Suicide!
So that's the basic game that we're going to be playing today. And then we're going to be setting up and deploying. We're not going to get too far into the battalion rules, which 40k players are going to be very familiar with this. The battalion rules are much like the way you structure an army in Warhammer 40,000, in that you have vanguard detachments, you have core battalions, and all this kind of stuff. We're not going to get too detailed in that today because it's a little bit more complex than we're ready for right now, to be honest. But suffice it to say, you can structure your armies now to get more command points, to do more things in more phases and more actions. I'm going to follow along in the book while these guys are playing. I'm going to have each section that we're working through open. I'll be talking about it, so you guys will hear what we're saying. If you have questions for us, please. Tack is on chat, so he's going to be able to relay those questions to us. If you have questions for our players, if you have strategic advice, because we can definitely use that too. But that's about it. I think we're pretty much going to get right into it from there.
I think I will probably unilaterally take most advice and just do it.
Come on,
So if the chat wants to suggest a tactic or a movement, I'll take it. That'll be fun.
So, because we're great at this, there's a 0.5-second delay between
Of course.
audio and your video.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That is not great.
No, and I don't know how to fix. I don't think
We've got an audio delay.
All right. Well, how about I go take a look at it? Well, you guys introduce what forces we're playing.
That sounds cool to me.
Sounds good.
So apologies for the audio delay. Nick's going to try to fix it. We've had some hardware issues today. I'm blaming Ryan Hammer because he said, may your stream be debugged. and not Buggy, and he's jinxed it as far as I'm concerned. So Ryan, if you're watching, it's all your fault. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. All right, so Brent,
Yes.
so you're bringing Stormcast Eternals.
Yes,
what
I am.
comes in the box?
We have the lady herself, Indrasta, with awesome wings and just
She's really cool.
pose.
She's got the new 4+ ward, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Ah, so this is new for those of you who haven't played 3.0, which, let's face it, it's everybody. The ward save. Now, it's not a save. It's actually an ignored damage, isn't it?
Yes, yes. So, for example, if she takes 3 damage, you roll 3 dice. On a 4-up, she ignores the damage.
Wow, that's huge. So characters with ward now are even more survivable.
Yes. that is-
So kill them dead, kill them all. And she's
Yeah.
got a 4+?
Yes.
So she ignores half of all the damage she takes. Well, that seems balanced. Well, what else have you got?
We have the Lord Imperatant with his little Griffhound over here.
Oh, it's cool. Let me see the griff. There's an actual Griffhound?
Yeah.
Look at this. It's an actual little Griffhound. This is so cool. And it looks like a little Griffhound. Yeah, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
I dig it.
So he's going to be my second in command. We have our Wizard, the Knight Arcanum, to cast spells and hopefully dispel any of Nick's trickery.
The Bog Collar Shaman.
Yep.
No, he's the Swamp Collar Shaman. No, man, those names are great.
Yep.
Sorry, Ed. Oh, the Banner Bearer. What's he?
The Knight Vexillor
Ooh.
is a totem, which is new now. It is a command ability buff.
So
like-
basically, it can do stuff in the command phase.
Yes.
It's got an 18-inch range, right?
That is correct.
So
Your-
generals have 18?
Yeah, whoever you've chosen as your general out of your heroes is 18. Any other hero is 12 inches
12 inches, okay.
for your command abilities,
Yeah.
and a totem is also 18
And then unit champions can issue commands to their own unit.
to their own unit. That's
So
correct.
a musician, for example, might let you run and shoot, or a champion, a banner bearer, might let you re-roll battle shock tests.
Yes. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. My units are the Annihilators, these dudes with shields and
Shields
hammers.
and big hammers. Look at.
Yeah.
I know it's hard for you guys to see from way over here. I can hold it up, but these guys are like tall
right here.
and nasty. Yeah, there. Throw them up front. So there's an Annihilator,
Yeah. He's the big beat stick.
big beat stick, and what are the other guys?
We have the Praetors, which is the Halberdiers.
So giant hammers and giant halberds, and then dudes with spears.
Yes, the Vindicators.
The Vindicators.
Sword or spears and shields.
And that's 1 unit of 10 Vindicators, correct?
Yes, normally they come in 5, but the Dominion seems to have only come with 1 champion and 1 banner bearer, so they will be.
Or
a
that's
unit
how
of
we
10.
built it. So want to throw one of those guys up there too, so the people
Of
can see
course.
those.
Here, let's throw the champion up there. She's
Yeah.
nice and posing.
So the idea here is that this is what they would call a reinforced unit, and depending on your battle scroll, is that what it is?
Yes.
So is it battle scroll, or there's a term for it? that
War
I'm-
scroll.
War scrolls, and then the map battle pack. Is that right? I think it's called a battle pack. The battle pack will tell you what you can reinforce and what you can't.
Right,
So
yes.
you can reinforce a unit if it's because it used to be you can have any number, and now
Yeah,
it's a set number.
Yes, it used to be like between 10 and 30 models in a unit. Now it's a set number.
It's a set number.
And then you reinforce.
So you can reinforce and you can double reinforce, correct? Is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so depending on how many you have, you can reinforce or double reinforce. Well, that's very, very cool. And then we've got, Nick's back.
I did.
Did the audio fix?
I did try to fix it. I got a little closer. I'm sorry, there might be a slight delay. We are having some weird internet issues, but we're gonna try. Maybe sometimes it fixes itself as the stream goes on.
Sometimes it lines back up.
Sometimes
yeah.
it lines back up. I apologize, but my mouth looked like.
I can talk like this.
Yeah.
So you
So if I
can't
do this, you
we'll
can't tell
talk
that's
like
delayed.
this with that big
But
bushy
let's go
beard.
through the Aruks.
So we've gone through the Stormcall. They look ridiculously strong, and shout out to Mr. Tack for the paint job he did in record time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He stayed up too late.
He stayed up too
Yeah.
late. Yes, he's dozing off on the live stream right now. So if you guys want to shout into chat, all caps, wake him up. That would be really helpful. All right, Nick, what have you got? You
I've got a
rippers
bunch of
and
guys with
hobgoblins
pointy
and slitters
spears.
and-
I've got a bunch of guys with like spears and axes and cool-looking crossbows.
Those
Look at
guys
this guy.
are so good.
Look at this guy. He's so cool.
That's the Manskewer Bolt Boys. So these guys are really cool, actually. If they stand still and shoot within 12 inches, they actually get to hit on 2s.
Yeah. So which doesn't seem very realistic for orcs.
I know, it works. Otherwise, they're
sorry.
hitting on 4s.
Oryx.
Oryx. Well, these are cruel boys, so they're a little bit different. It's a really neat faction. I really like the models. The Hobgoblin Slittas, these guys are really cool too.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of little dudes. I've got 2 packs of these, of looks like 10
2
guys.
units, yeah,
Yep.
with a
Units of 10
banner
dudes
and a
of these.
musician and a champion in each. So they can issue commands to each other, which is kind of cool because on the War Scroll, which just like 40K has data slates, AOS has War Scrolls. So those of you familiar with our 40K and 40 minutes and our 40K live streams, the data scroll tells you what the unit can actually do and what it's capable of. So in this case, the Hobgoblin Slittas have a rule for the champion. He gets an extra attack. For the banner bearer, you can reroll battle shock tests. And then for the musician, which allows you to actually basically advance and shoot, is what it comes down to.
It's pretty cool, and I like that they actually included all these
Yeah.
scrolls.
Yeah, they're very useful.
All right, well, let's get quicker to the battle. So I'll go through the rest of these really quicker. So also additionally, I have some troops. I have some Gut Rippers, which are spear armed dudes. They have swords and shields, and they're gonna go right into.
What was that
your
noise they
little-
make?
It's the sound of a spear going into a Stormcast's armor.
So it would squeak a little bit like nails on a chalkboard.
Well, you got to get through the armor first,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
inside, nice and fleshy goodness.
Fleshy goodness. That sounds nerdly.
I've got the big guy that looks like he's
it's
on like
such a
some
cool
sort
model.
of rat monster that he's driving.
Such a cool model.
But it's a Killaboss on great a Nashtooth
Nashtooth, yes.
with an F. Tooth. And he's got a big spear and a giant helmet and a shield with a tongue out of it. Mm-hmm. The better to lick you with.
I'm not sure if there's rules for that, but hey,
Sure.
it's our live stream. We can do what we want.
Gonna taste the enemy to beat the enemy?
This is my favorite unit, though.
Yeah, it looks like I've got a spellcaster,
Yes.
a swamp Kala shaman. So he's like pouring out some goo, and he's got a guy to mix in some more
The
goo.
Hobgrot.
The Hobgrot.
The Potgrot.
And they'll do nice.
Look at that Potgrot. How cool is he? He's like my favorite. I absolutely love that model.
fun.
Yes. He's stirring up the pot. I
I love it. It's so cool.
And then I've got 2 more heroes. I've got the Killaboss.
And the Belchabana.
And the Belcha
Merc
Banner.
Knob.
A totem.
Yep.
And those guys are going to improve my guys and go toe-to-toe. I want to see my Killaboss take out your Knight Arcanum.
Ooh, that'd
want,
be cool.
I want my Killaboss to like sneak in and just kind of like whap you on the head.
Down goes the wizard.
So a quick note on the table, guys. What we've done is we've got 2 large terrain features, which are the 2 largest buildings, and then we've got the rest are we calling small terrain features. Now this is important because of terrain and defensible terrain. It's
there.
entirely possible now in Age of Sigmar that you can actually garrison into terrain. I'm just going to bring up the terrain rules really quick so I don't get this wrong.
You said nothing.
But effectively what happens is you can move a unit inside the terrain feature and then they can hold it. So if a range unit goes in, which is really the best option, a range unit goes inside the terrain and then they can shoot from anywhere that terrain footprint is.
I'm taking the market. I've got the market right here. There's all the food in here.
Yep.
I bet they have cookies.
The
I'm
advantage,
taking the cookies.
the advantage of being in the terrain, of defensible terrain, is that you are, I believe it's -1 to be hit, and they get +1 to their saving throw.
Cool.
So you're defending it, and it's harder for your opponent to damage you.
So it's almost like a barricade that you're defending, like the doors and the windows, and like
Effectively,
make sure they
yeah.
can't get
Yeah.
In old fantasy, they used to have the ability to. It was a lot more complex than this
Yeah.
for defending terrain. And in Apocalypse, this is basically the same rule: is that you go into the terrain and it can hold so many models. So in this case, the large terrain features are going to hold up to 30, and the small terrain features can hold up to 15. We don't really need to worry about that too much because I mean the biggest unit size.
I'm
I
not
think we
gonna
have
go
is 10.
hide in some terrain feature. I'm gonna come out and strike you with a spear.
That's actually a good point though, because you actually have 3 terrain features in the side that you're on, because they're wholly within you in your deployment zone. You could actually start in them. If
I'm
you
not
wanted
gonna.
to. Well, why would you? You're an orc. You want to go
I'm gonna
burn
run
some
at you
buildings.
screaming and charging.
When it comes to other terrain features and how it affects the game, if you're within it or behind it and can't draw a clean line to it, then you're going to get a bonus.
Wholly within.
Penalty to hit and +1 to your save. That's basically it.
Can we start putting guys down?
You can start putting guys down. So we're going to start with. We've already determined that to make this easier, Nick's actually going to have priority for the first turn.
Excellent.
Normally it would go.
I won the roll.
You won
Yep.
the roll, so we're going to make that simple. So we may as well start with Nick deploying his first units.
Should we explain what priority is really quickly?
Priority's initiative. So if those of you familiar with Age of Sigmar will know this, priority basically means whoever gets to roll the highest goes first. Now it changes every turn.
Unlike 40K,
Unlike
which if
40K,
you're first, you're always first.
You're always first. You're always top turn, bottom turn. It always stays the same. And at Sigmar, if you go first in the turn 1, once that battle round is ended, you roll for priority again. If you tie, the order stays the same. However, if the other player wins, who was second, they could potentially go second and then go first. So that double turn can be really, really swingy. I'm not 100% on that personally yet. I want to see how it works because I get the
we'll
funny
show
feeling
ya.
I can get squished. The other thing you're going to notice is when we start taking damage, wounds carry through. Unlike Warhammer, where one big gun kills one model, a big gun here can kill 3 models.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fast.
Let's do this. I want to
So
kill
let's deploy, Nick. We've got our deployment zones marked out.
things.
So go ahead and drop down your first unit, Nick, and it goes back and forth. Now, if we'd had battalions, one of the core battalions allows you to drop down an entire unit, the entire battalion all at once. We haven't done that because we want to keep it fairly simple and straightforward. So Nick's going to deploy his first unit, and away he goes.
Can I clarify the mission? I have to raise objective markers?
In your
And your
opponent's zone.
opponents.
Okay, so we got to get to the opponent's deployment zone and destroy those. Do I destroy them by just controlling them?
By controlling them at the end of your turn.
And controlling them is much like 40K, which you have more units in connection?
Controlling is units within 6.
Okay.
So within 6 inches of the center of the objective, the person who has the most models within 6 inches of the center of the objective controls that.
Any objective secured kind of rule?
No.
Excellent. Let's get you.
If there were monsters or that kind of thing, it would count as more, or anything with a wound characteristic of 5 or more counts as 2. But for the most part, it's just single models and away you go.
All right. Do we alternate deploying?
You do.
Yes.
Okay, so my first unit, I'm going to do some Hobgrots. What are they?
Hobgrot Slittas.
Slittas. Oh, I mean, like throat slittas.
Yes. Just,
Yeah, he's
rolling
rolling ice Slittas the throat.
You know what? They're so short, they can hide behind this bush. So they're going to hide behind this bush right here. I
So
can't
that's
see.
that's something to talk about with terrain too. Well,
Do you want me to describe it to you, or would you like me to get you a box?
Nobody tossed us a Hobgrot.
Nick, you chat wants a wah from you at some point.
Do these guys wah? Okay.
yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, I will
They're
wah
orcs.
when we get into combat. That's
Ah.
the time you do it.
Yeah.
That's the time.
You
On the
can't,
charge.
You can't blow your wah.
No.
So if you're within 3 inches, if you're more than 3 from an attacking unit within an inch of a terrain feature, and you can't draw a straight line, you get the benefits of the terrain.
All right,
That's
so
it.
your turn. Place them down.
Because of my special tactic, the ruse,
Ooh.
my annihilators, the ones with the shield and hammers, will be in reserves.
So they're actually going to be able to outflank.
The hammers. Though I'm guessing those hammer guys are like your beat sticks. Your guys that
Yes.
come in and kill anything.
Oh
I've
yeah.
got.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
And they're only 4-inch moves, so I need the extra.
That's right.
Well, I've got a theme going here, so I'm going to do all the little guys first.
Okay.
And because they're kind of the scouts, they're kind of like, oh, what's this over here?
So basically what Nick's going to gain by being in cover is gets +1 to his saving throw.
You don't have a lot of shots, though, it looks like.
I
You don't
have 2 with that can shoot.
Yeah,
and
you don't
they're
have
both
like a
healers.
bunch of archers. You
No.
might have some spells.
Yeah, I'm basically get in your face and hope for the best.
I like that. I want to do that too.
Yeah.
So for the live stream, so you guys are aware, what we're calling defensible terrain are the buildings, and then the fences and stuff, these guys are going to be able to hop over them.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right,
They're
here
still
we go.
covered, but they can hop over them because it
We
doesn't
will
really
go
impede
with
them much.
the Praetors, and they will just kind of chill back here for now, right in this area, taking the flank.
They're standing so stoic with their axes, like, I'm so pompous and I'm
yes.
so important.
The way it works for terrain, because there's one piece in the corner here for Brent. If you can point to that, Brent, so
Right here?
everybody can see it. Yeah, that piece of terrain, that is, if you're wholly within. Now, wholly within in Sigmar is described as all of your bases are touching it, and no part of your base is outside of it.
Right. So
So you have to basically be completely in it. If you're completely in it, then you benefit from the cover.
Excellent. Won't matter.
No, 'cause this is going to be a big bloodbath, I'm thinking.
So
What's next, Nick?
I'm imagining that these guys come to rescue and they can't see anything because all the slittas are hiding and they're like, where's the enemy? And then they hear a noise, a horn sounds, and around the corner, dun dun dun, comes the killer boss. And he comes and he points his spear and says, you will die.
that
Do
chance.
crew boys have the same Cockney accent as orcs?
I'm gonna go for it. Your
Yeah,
turn.
might as well. We will throw down the Vindicators.
This is a big unit of indicators.
Yes.
Now these
Norm-
guys are shield and board guys.
Yeah, shield and spears. Oh,
Sorry, I meant sword and board, but I said
Sword
shield
board, shield board,
Same thing.
sword
So
board,
spear
stick and board.
Spear and board is what I meant
Spear
to
and
say.
board. Pokey,
They're kind of like your line troops.
They're basically, yeah. Now they're a reinforced unit, so they're actually a big unit for
Yeah.
Brent.
Normally they'd just be a unit of 5.
But you can double them to make them.
Yes.
Yes, you
So
can
it's-
reinforce.
So in Age of Sigmar, you can either go with a standard unit size, or you can.
Reinforce or double reinforce, yes.
Interesting. Any unit?
It depends on the unit, and it depends on the map pack, the battle pack that you're using. It'll tell you what you can do. When we get
Otherwise,
into
they have to be separate units.
Yes. When we get into match play, there's some rules for match play in the book, and it talks about what you're allowed to do, minimum table size, that kind of stuff. We're playing on 30 by 44 today, simply because of the size of the battle that we're playing.
No. All right. Well, and then as the cheer goes up, I guess they would say it now.
Here come the Gut Rippers.
The Gut Rippers come out too, and they
Oh, I love
pour
these
out
guys.
of the buildings.
I love these
where they've
guys.
been slaughtering innocents,
Not the innocents.
and they go, "Let's get them." And a big line of them. I'm assuming they should be right in the front because they seem like the guys that would take a pounding and then give it back.
Now, because they are a unit of 5 or more, the coherency for them is 1 inch within 2 models.
Yeah, so they should probably just be in the line of 2.
Yeah, that's another difference from Warhammer 40,000 to Age of Sigmar, is that the coherency is a lot tighter in Age of Sigmar. Also, in Warhammer, you can go 40,000. You can go within an inch and a half of a unit, for example. In Sigmar, you can't get within 3 inches unless you charge.
Yeah, that is correct. We will put the Knight Vexillor with these people right here.
You know, it's kind of
Standard
fitting.
bearer. And
It's kind of fitting that the Sigmarites have taken the blacksmith. I don't know, just the hammer and
Yeah.
blacksmith. I don't know, just kind of seems
hammer and anvil,
kind of seems
yeah.
fitting. All right, let's deploy some HQ guys. So we got the Killaboss, and he's gonna go make sure all these grots stay in line. Let's go get 'em, lads.
The Lord and Parent and his little Griffhound, his little friend,
I love that he brings his doggo to battle. Everybody loves the doggo.
he will stand right here with the Vindicators.
I request that you make sound effects for the doggo.
Well, I will. Yeah, I will. I'll do my
Sound
best.
like? Hey, chat, what would a Griffhound sound like?
Would it be like a growl, a yip,
Would it be a yip?
or would it be like a caw, caw? He's got a
Yeah.
beak.
Would it be like a caca arf? Carf!
Okay, well, the Swamp Call the Shaman. What's the range of his spell abilities? Is it on the data sheet here?
It
Yes,
is.
his spell
All right, so we've got
is-
12 inches. We've got summon. Yeah, so it's really close. So I guess I can't just sit him in the back and like cast fireballs at you.
No.
No.
Fireball, fireball, fireball.
Each of our spellcasters also have a generic. There's 2 generic spells that every army gets. There's
Kind of like a smite
yes,
from 40K.
there's Arcane Bolt, which is essentially Smite.
Yep.
And then there's Mystic Shield, which allows you to give a +1 to your armor save on a unit within 12 inches, I believe.
Well, he comes up to the Killaboss, and as their ritual before every battle, he hands him a brew of something foul-smelling, and he takes it, and it's to represent the blood of his enemies that he's going to drink.
His ability is actually really cool, the potions and elixirs,
Yeah.
because he can make your mortal wound ability from Cruel Boys proc on a 5 instead of on a 6. So mortal wounds are just like mortal wounds in 40k. They ignore armor saves, they go right through, but Ward stops mortal wounds.
Yes, sir.
That's why she's so good.
Yep.
So what are you dropping, Brent?
Brent, you have the choice between it sounds like an eagle, sounds like a dolphin,
I like
sounds like a
dolphins.
screaming abomination, or it's a squawk. Those are your options.
We'll go with the dolphin, I think.
Eagle, dolphin, screaming abomination, or squawk for the Griffhound?
We'll go with the dolphin, I think. When he gets sent in, we'll dolphin noise for you.
All right, I got
Screaming land dolphin.
Now the Merknob, the totem, he grew up with the Killaboss. He's best friends. So they grew up together, and so that's why he has the honor of holding his banner, and he's gonna play right beside him because how else can you? And he's like, I will not follow.
I love how Nick has a backstory for every one of his units. They're all related.
You have to.
It's a big happy family of Oryx.
Always the families.
I didn't say family. I said grew up with him. I said he's like a brother, like a best friend.
He's like his next door neighbor.
You know, they killed their first human together. They slaughtered their first pig together. You know, all that kind of stuff.
The piece de resistance will go right here in the back to get Lookout Sir because she has less than 10 wounds.
She does, yes. So how does Lookout Sir work, Brent?
If they are within a 3 inches of a unit with 3 or more wounds, or models, they have a -1 to hit.
Okay, so it's not that you can't shoot them; it's that it's just -1 to hit.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's harder.
So characters can't hide like they can at 40k.
Right.
They can just get less likely to be shot.
Yes.
I like that.
And they don't even have to be like the furthest model. If they're anywhere within 3 inches of a unit,
Yeah.
they get
Their buddies are
-1.
pulling them back and say, no, sir, I'll take that one for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, lastly, I've got some man-skewer bolt boys.
Now they could actually start in the terrain to give them some protection. Couldn't they?
24 inches, but he doesn't have much shooting.
No, he doesn't. No.
No.
So I'm not really
But you
worried
can
about
always
that.
start in there and then move out, and then you just drop out. when
Okay,
it's
you know
6.
what? I will start in the lower floor of the inn here. They were getting drunk off the mead, and they broke the windows and are now going to possibly shoot through it.
And we will try not to forget they're in there.
Please.
We'll try not to. So we've deployed the battlefield, and now it's time for what would normally be the priority roll. Because Brent actually deployed first,
Yeah. Oh, that's the units in deploy.
he would actually have, I believe it's a +1.
It's wind ties.
Wins ties.
Yes.
Yes. Not a +1, but win ties. But we're going to say Nick goes first so that we can walk through this.
Because it's a surprise attack.
Because
We
it's a surprise
surprised
attack.
the surprisers.
So
Came
that
thinking it would be an
means,
easy battle. It's not going to be.
that means you guys start with, Nick, you get 1 command point.
One.
Brent, you're going second, so you get 2 commands.
That is
Now,
correct.
command points, command actions, they're basically things that your army can do. And because the start of the hero phase, both of your generals are on the battle, you gain 1 more command.
Okay.
Now, commands work a little bit differently. Your general can issue commands to anybody within 18, and there's specific commands he can do. Your heroes can issue commands to anybody within 12. Your unit can issue commands, unit champion can issue commands to that unit.
So these are essentially stratagems.
Essentially, yeah.
Limited stratagems that everyone can use that have to be issued from a commander or sergeant to the unit or units beside them.
Exactly.
We actually need to pick our generals.
Ooh.
It's probably obvious, but we will go with Indrasa.
So at the start of the hero phase, it's Nick's turn. So each player can pick a hero to perform a heroic action.
Now, what does that mean?
So there's,
do?
and your wizard can attempt to cast spells. So heroic actions, there are 4 heroic actions you can take.
Okay.
Heroic leadership. So you can add 2 to the, you can pick a friendly hero and add on a 4-up, receive a command point that hero can issue a command with later. And if your general's dead, it's 2+ on that. So it's pretty good. You can try to deny a spell cast. You can pick their finest hour. So a hero will get +1 to wound rolls for attacks. Or you can heal. Well, you haven't taken any damage yet, and you're pretty far away. So heroic leadership might not be a bad idea.
So we're looking at pick 1 friendly hero and roll a dice and add 2 to the roll if your general has been slain. Oh. On a 4-up, you receive 1 command point. So it's just an extra command point you spent later.
For that hero to issue a command.
This is a free heroic action that does not cost any command points.
free
or anything.
heroic action.
So we get basically choose one of these things.
Yes.
That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's like a generic ability. I will do that. So I'll get an extra command point.
Which hero is going to choose to do that?
Oh, because you can only do once per game.
You can only do it per that hero gets to do an extra command.
Yes.
So I could choose any hero to do that.
Any hero.
Yeah.
Well, the banner bearer is going to go beside him and say, "Hey, Killabosh, here you go. Get an extra command point. I believe in you.
On a 4-up.
On a 4-up.
You do have to roll.
Yeah.
I believe you only on a 4-up. I don't believe in you."
I don't believe in you. So Brent, what heroic action are you going to take?
I am going to have my banner bearer do the exact same thing and try and get an extra command point.
And you get it.
There
so
we go.
your
Your
guys
banner bearer
believe in your guys
has an
much
extra
more.
command point.
Yeah. So I will start with 4.
My guy
But
accidentally,
remember, that command is only usable for the banner bearer.
That is correct.
poked him in the eye. That's why it didn't work. It's
So
like,
now-
I believe in you, boss. Oh, sorry.
Now it's a hero phase. Your wizard can attempt to cast spells.
All right, so I've got 2 spells here. One has to be within 12 inches. And
What are the
Bring the
2
po-
spells, Nick?
so the one is it puts a foggy mist over everything that gives me bonuses to charge and you negatives to charge. Not very good first turn because we're not going to be charging this turn. We're not fast enough.
Right.
But we could potentially. No, that's useless too. I can give my weapons poison, but it would only be good for this turn.
I believe the poison is just an ability, not a spell.
Yeah, that's just an ability. That's not a spell.
In your hero phase, that's the one that gives it on 5s.
Yes.
So then maybe you want to use the Mystic Shield spell.
The Mystic Shield. Is that a generic one? that
That's a
everyone can use?
generic, because you have the Arcane Bolt. So you
Which is
cast it.
what's the range of that?
Arcane. Well, this is what's cool about Arcane Bolt. Unlike Smite, which is this unit smites that unit within X number of inches, the way Arcane Bolt works, it's got a casting value 5, range of 12. And then at the start of any phase before your next hero phase, If an enemy unit gets close, you can do a mortal wound to them. If they get too close, they can do D3 mortal wounds to
So
them.
basically, I cast it,
And then
move
pocket it.
closer, and then if you move within range, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Let's do that. That sounds fun.
It is a casting value of 5.
So on 2 dice, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes. that
So
is-
2 dice, striking a 5. Oh yeah, 10.
Now, if you're within 24 with your caster, you can attempt
30
to deny.
actually.
30. Ooh,
Yeah,
30.
Which you are. This is this guy, right?
No, this
guy?
this one right here.
Yep, you are.
So I-
you are just within 30. You are in 30 and 1/2 of an inch.
So I will attempt to dispel.
Unbinding roll.
Yes.
So you're going to try to unbind the spell, and it takes 2d6 to beat his roll.
Yes.
Oh, you gotta
what-
be a 10.
I gotta beat a 10. Well,
Get an 11.
we can try.
No. That
Snake
is double
eyes.
ones.
Now,
That
that's
is-
interesting that you roll Snake Eyes there. Now, if you were actually casting, that would be a miscast.
Yes.
Does
and I
that do
would-
damage to yourself?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It blows you up?
D3 mortal
D3
wounds.
mortal wounds to yourself. Yeah, there's no rerolls in Sigmar. It doesn't work like that.
Is there the equivalent of a command point reroll in Age of Sigmar?
Nope.
Nothing
Nope.
like that. Interesting.
What you roll is what you roll.
I kind of like this, actually.
It's pretty cool. All right,
like this.
so that's the hero phase done.
Okay, so I have 2 command points because I got one for my general and one for the start of the turn.
Yes.
And we did a magic thing. We did a heroic ability. Command phase.
That's the
done.
hero phase. It's done.
Movement phase.
Now you're on a movement phase. Movement phase is very simple. You make a normal move up to your movement on your war scroll,
Which is mostly 5 inches.
mostly 5 inches.
aside from the guy in the big.
You're not going to worry about retreating. You can run.
Which is another d6 to your roll.
Yeah,
But then you
or-
can't charge or shoot.
Well, this is where it gets interesting. Look at your Hobgob Slittas.
Ooh, what do? They do musician. Nope. Champion. Nope.
Banner.
Banner.
No, the musician. Yeah, they do musician.
This unit can run and still shoot. Oh, okay. If it includes a noisemakers. Okay, so they can't fight or charge, but they could shoot.
But they have a range of 8. They have a move of 5.
5. So even if I got a full
Before you
12,
But before you do anything,
yeah, they can't get in range.
before you do anything, you can at the double. So that's a command stratagem. There's 2 command. We can call them stratagems, I guess. They're 2 commands basically.
Yeah, they're
That you can
commands.
issue in the movement phase. One is at the double, which a friendly unit will declare they'll run, and then they move 6 instead of a roll.
Okay, but even if I got a full 6 plus 5, 11 inches,
You'd still be 19 inches away.
I would still be too far away.
Too
to
far
do
away.
that. So that will help me.
There's
So-
also a redeploy, which helps if somebody's too close and could potentially charge you. You can immediately move and back up, but you just can't shoot later.
Okay. Now that'll help me. So in this case, I'm just going to run at you.
Now keep in mind, if you don't use your command abilities, you lose those points at the end of your turn.
But there's 0 command abilities that I know of that I can use at this point.
At this point, no. At the double, that's about it
Does
right
it
now.
cost me any command or any movement to move over top of this bush?
It does not.
Great. I'm
We're
just
going
gonna
to say it doesn't to keep it as simple as
I'm just
possible.
gonna pretend they're running right through it. They're like,
Yes, they're running right through the bushes.
they come out the other side all full of bristles and ticks and stuff like that.
So when you talk about re-rolls, there are re-rolls for charges, but that is called forward to victory. So that's a command ability that a friendly unit can re-roll its charge distance.
These guys are too even. Grots would not be even. They would be all over the place.
Did they run or did they just walk?
They just moved. Well, if I run, so even if I got here, that puts you in range of charging me. Tactically, it's a little silly.
We never assume that. So go ahead and keep moving the rest of your units.
But wait, am I understanding correctly that if you charge me, there's not actually any charge bonuses, and we just go back and forth.
Back and forth. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is correct.
Because the combat is a little different in this.
Yeah,
we don't
chargers
do all
don't
the
go
charging
first.
units first. So maybe I just run at you. Maybe I want to goad you into coming. Yeah, let's goad you into coming. 4 for the first unit.
Much better now.
Let's get into her. Come at us.
Now keep in mind,
Oh, God.
as you launch stuff across the
It's
table.
launching guys at you.
Little over eager.
Is that a
one.
stratagem? Can I do that?
No, you're not allowed to throw models at your opponent.
It doesn't say. Does it say that you can't do that?
It is a permissive rule set. No, you can't do that.
All right, stay there, Brent.
Yeah.
All right. No.
Here's the thing. Make sure that your units are within an inch of 2 models in your unit. Otherwise, you're not in coherency.
I'm fine there. The other unit's gonna try to at the double run. Well, not at the double because that's a command ability.
Which is okay.
But I don't want to use that for them. I'd rather use it for the big guys.
Makes the sense. And the other unit runs up.
Oh yeah. They had a 4, so they were the same. So they all ran. This one's hiding behind the building. But they're all like charging after you.
Excellent.
And then this guy says, "Wait for me!" and runs. Well, this little the kill boss.
It's really slow.
Yeah, he trips over the fence.
There's a root in that bush.
Luckily, he's got a 12-inch command range. So
He does, yes.
Then the what are they? The spear and shield guys, the gut rippers. The gut rippers, they want to do at the double. So that's a command ability that uses a command point.
Yep.
yep.
And I have to do it from the sergeant of the unit
Or any
any hero within range.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use it from the sergeant of the unit unless there's any downside.
No,
to
no
that.
downside. So here's the thing. If you had got that extra command roll, then you would have been able to at the double them from that free command roll.
Yes, of course. But I don't have that extra command roll.
you
So I'm just
don't.
going to use the command point
Because you
anyways.
did not roll a 4.
Exactly. So I automatically go 6
Yes.
plus 5 is 11.
Here come the gut rippers.
Come at me, little shiny boys. And girls, I guess. There's ladies in
Yeah,
there.
there are female Stormcast.
Shiny folks.
They got
Shiny
some
Folks, yeah,
There's
Folks is
some
good.
really cool models. And you know what? Games Workshop just did some new model drops today. And oh my goodness. What was that new one called?
People are calling it the Croc Sloth.
The
but
Croc Sloth.
It's like a swamp monster.
Oh, it looks
thing.
so good.
This guy doesn't need to run because he would just be ahead of everything. So he's gonna
How far does he move?
10.
Oh, because
So
he's
he's gonna leisurely.
He's gonna leisurely stroll.
Go forward, guys. Okay. He's not concerned. He's thinking his army's got this.
Oh, he's just a cruel boy out
just-
for a Sunday walk.
He's seeing that we outnumber them at least 2 to 1.
At least
if not
2 to
3
1.
to 1. And then we got the totem guy that's gonna run behind him and wait for me, boss.
Now you still have your guys inside the building.
I do have the guys inside the building, but I'm
Are
gonna-
they within 2 feet of your opponent? Because you have a range of 24.
24. They are just in range. Ooh.
Now it can be
Now
any
you
point
measure
of
anywhere on the
that.
terrain, yeah.
Yes.
That is kind of fun. So I am in range of those guys.
Any point of that terrain feature becomes where you can aim from.
I'm
Now they
assuming
can be
because these
targeted
guys-
the same way.
I'm assuming these guys don't have shields, so they're easy to kill.
Probably. Let's see. Praetors. Yes, they have a. Oh, they still have a pretty good save.
So I got a 4 on these guys, so he's gonna move up with the army. He's like, boss, you forgot your drink. And you know what? I want to keep them within range of the army. So, but if I do that, then I can only do the 12-inch.
Yes. No, 12 inches you're aimed. Take a look at your.
No,
your
the 12-inch is the hasty shot.
12 inches hasty shot.
Yeah. So if I move, I'm only going to have a 12-inch range, so I won't have range this turn. You know what? You're going to come forward. I'm in range. These guys have all the food in here in the inn. They're just chowing down on drumsticks and drink, and they're like, oh yeah, pew. Yeah, they're going to do that. They're going to stay there
There you go.
and fire their guns. So they're going to stay there. So we move to the shooting phase now.
That is it. We
Yep.
have gone through movement phase. We've gone through hero phase. We've gone through movement phase. Now we're in the shooting phase.
All right. Well, I've only got one unit that's in range because these guys all have like stick bombs. They look like kind of thing, but they are out of range because they're only 8-inch range. Unless I can throw my spear. Can I throw my spear?
Does
It'll
it say on your?
your-
It'll
No.
tell you
Can
on
I
your
just do it
card.
for fun?
No, you can't just do
Okay.
it for fun.
So
But it'll tell you what your ranges are on there.
yeah. So I'm going to do the man skewer bolt boys, and they're going to do the aim shot, which is a 24-inch range, from here to those guys. And they're going to try to shoot those guys there.
So what is the
And
number you need to hit?
I need to hit on a 2.
Ooh,
That's really good.
that's really good.
Boom! I hit them all.
Hit 3
Ooh.
times.
Now, is there some sort of command point to let me like double the amount of shots or something like that, or?
Not as of yet.
Not as of yet.
Okay.
Yeah, there could be in the.
But is
in the
there any
tool.
shooting ability command points I need to be aware of?
The only one is Unleash Hell,
Which is?
which is basically Overwatch.
Okay, so if they charge me, I can shoot.
But here's the cool thing: they charge a unit within 9 of you. Another unit for that command point can actually shoot.
that happens
them.
in their turn.
It happens in his turn.
Okay, cool.
There is also a command ability called All Out Attack, where shoot
Ooh.
or fight add 1 to hit rolls until end of phase.
Is that still in the all-out attack in
But
the
you know
attack
what?
phase?
I don't need it
Yeah,
because I hit
it's
on
shooting or
twos.
fight
Shooting it-
phase.
I don't need it because I
You
hit on
don't need it.
twos.
You don't need it. But Brent could use all-out defense.
Which I believe I will be using for a command point.
Which does what?
I get a +1 to my saves for attacks
Okay.
made until the end of the phase. Or
So that
turn.
unit receives the command. Are you going to use your free one?
Yes, I will use the free one from my standard bear.
So the free one you got at the beginning of the turn, the free command, he now issues all-out defense. So they bulwark, turn their shoulders in, duck their heads, and they get +1 to their save.
You know what I should have done with this guy? I should have boosted their ability to give mortal wounds. Didn't even think of that because it does for shooting abilities too.
It does,
It just
too.
says attacks.
It just says attack.
Oh.
But that's okay. We'll get it next turn.
We'll get it next time.
What is your wound roll?
So my wound roll is a 3 up and a rand of -2.
So
Oh,
here's
sorry, -1,
Here's the thing. Unlike Warhammer 40,000, the to hit and the to wound are on your war scroll.
which is so nice.
There's no versus toughness. There's
Yeah.
no nothing. It's just hits
Let's
on a
just make
2,
it easy.
wounds
I
on
wish
3.
this was in 40k. I want this in 40k. Maybe I just gotta make it myself.
Maybe you should.
Woo! Okay, so I failed 2 of them, but I can't. There's no command point reroll
Nope.
or anything like that.
No, not yet.
So I did 1 wound on a 5, which does not trigger a mortal wound, but it does rend at -1, doing 2 damage.
-1. So my normal save is a 3-up, plus 1
increased it to a
because of 2, -1, so it's back to a 3-up.
All right, let's see what you got. You got nothing.
Nothing. How much damage do they take?
2 damage.
They have 3 wounds each.
Oh man,
So,
I'm so
I have
close.
1 is down to 1 wound remaining.
Now it's worth mentioning that if that unit takes more damage, that model has to keep taking damage.
That is correct.
until it dies.
Okay, just like 40k, you can't spread them out.
Exactly.
Okay, that's all the shooting, so I think that's the end of my turn. So what I've got is a possibility of an Overwatch ability if you get too close, and I've got the possibility of this Psychic ability if you get too close.
Yes.
And I've got
Now,
1 command point that still stays in his turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Overwatching, you have to be within 9 inches of that unit, of the unit that is charging.
Which I am.
9 inches of the enemy unit.
Yes.
Of the enemy unit.
Yes.
So I'm not within range of it yet, unless you drop those guys in.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
which he
they
can
They
this
will
turn.
probably be able to.
All right, goes to you, Brent.
All right.
What can you conjure, shiny boys and ladies?
Well, command phase, I have nothing really. Oh,
Yeah, that's it. There's no more combat phase. There's no battle shock phase. Nobody's taking any wounds.
Oh, the heroic phase is with both of us. It's not my heroic phase and your heroic
Yep.
phase. It's together at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we go back to the hero phase.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I just said.
No, the hero phase is each hero phase, but the heroic action you can choose 1 per each phase.
Oh, so I
Yeah.
could do a heroic action right now if I wanted. to.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Got it.
So we're back to Brent's turn 1. Brent's hero phase.
I believe.
Leadership.
You go ahead. I'm
Willpower.
just looking at it.
Finest hour.
Yeah, you go ahead. You
Or recovery.
say what you're gonna do.
Can you read rally for me? The command ability.
So a rally command ability, unit receives the command must be more than 3 from all other enemy units. Roll a dice for each slain model from that unit, and for each 6 you can return a model.
Slain model.
Yeah, and heroic recovery is only for heroes.
Okay, so they
the
cannot
recover
heal.
wounds is only for heroes.
So I will probably just use a spell.
So you're not going to do any heroic action?
No, I do not have any heroic action.
Try to gain another command
Yeah,
point?
I'll try another command point.
Can I do the same?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get it with this guy right here. This the spellcaster, the Merknob. No, not the Merknob.
Playing with, what's it called? Allegiance?
Allegiance? Allegiance abilities. Yes, we are
Yes.
playing with allegiance abilities.
Yes. What is your allegiance ability, Brent?
I have Scions of the Storm, which would have been in the deployment phase. I can set up a Stormcast unit on outside of the battle, and they can basically deep strike in.
That was
But-
your allowance to do that. Yeah.
No, that's different.
Yes.
This is different.
Yes, I could have had another unit. But I also have Blaze of Glory. If a friendly model in this is slain within 1 inch of the enemy, before removing from play, pick 1 enemy unit within 1 inch of the model and roll a dice equal to the wounds characteristic of that model. Add 1 to the number if its slain is a storm or a thunderstrike, which is the names for this particular.
Their keyword, yeah.
Their keyword,
It's
yes.
their keyword is Thunderstrike.
For each 6, they suffer a mortal wound.
Okay, that's fun.
So
it is kind of
basically-
cool, right? They
Yeah.
come in on a bolt of lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my guys is just all my attacks. If I hit on a, if I wound on, no, if I
it's
hit on a
hit on a
6,
six.
it generates a mortal wound. Yeah. That's it. The attack causes a number of mortal wounds equal to the weapon's damage characteristic.
Yes. But keep in mind, it's only for Cruel Boys units.
Cruel Boys units.
Gut Rippers and the Man Skewer Bolt Boys.
These
They are not Cruel Boys.
It says Cruel Boys right there.
Then they get it.
Actually, I think all these say Cruel Boys. Yep.
Yep.
Everything
That's
says
for a
Cruel
Cruel
Boys.
Boy unit.
So you don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm just joking.
Cruel Boys Auric. They're not Aurics. Hobgob Slittas are not Aurics.
Oh, it has to have both. Okay, that's a fair point. Yeah. Ook. Cruel Boys. So just not
Just not
them.
the Slittas. But
Everybody else though.
if he gets close enough, one of these units could still Overwatch.
Yep. Cool.
Right. So I will be rolling my 4 up. I get it. So I am back up to 4.
And let's see if my guy gets it. My shaman says, "Yes, I am powerful."
And that is on my standard bearer as well. Again.
Can each hero only do one heroic thing, or can they each do each of the heroic things once?
You can do them as many times as you're allowed to, which in this case, so if your hero did a heroic leadership and then he told somebody to do at the double and then you
Okay, so you can-
unleash
okay,
hell,
got
you can keep doing them, you just can't stack those all in the same turn.
Yeah, I just noticed it said only once per hero.
It is only once per hero.
That's
Yeah,
for
that's-
heroic recovery. Yes.
Yeah. So each one of them per hero.
Yeah. So finest hour and heroic recovery.
So all 4 of those heroic abilities there, I can do. I can do
once per hero.
Once per hero. So I can.
Except
four,
heroic
four,
leadership
four.
is the default.
Got it. All right.
Yep.
Do your turn. Let's see what
All
you
right.
got.
Spellcast.
So, next, Knight Vexillor, no, the Knight Arcanum, will try and do Blaze of Heaven. 18 inches, I think I'm within.
Do you have to have line of sight to it? To
I
do. This?
do.
Okay, so.
But I can. No, those.
I don't know if you can see those hooks. You can see these
and
guys.
I'm
Yeah,
just out of range of them.
Oh, you're out of range.
Yes.
See, that was very tactical, shrewd placement on purpose.
No, it wasn't. But it was close enough.
So I will
We're not
instead.
letting you guys know that. Nick was thinking all along.
I literally just ran him up the field.
I tactically charged forward.
I was tactically brilliant. No, I keep going.
Instead, I will put Mystic Shield onto my Praetors, or attempt to. Casting value of 5, I get an 8. You may try and
So
dispel.
do I have to have line of sight to be able to
No,
dispel?
within 30.
So what that does is it gives you some sort of shields
I get a +1 to my save
Yes.
for this turn.
for this turn. Yes,
I
until
don't
You
think-
can have it.
Oh, ooh.
It doesn't cost you to
It doesn't
try.
cost me anything?
Nope.
No.
Let's do it then. That's the only thing. Great. I thought it cost me something, like
Nope.
a command point or something.
Nope.
No.
Ah, let's try it. I gotta get a 10, right?
You're a wizard.
Nope, no
You had
good.
to get a 9.
I got
Yep.
a 4.
That's not a 9.
No.
Nope.
No.
No.
So that'll be it for my hero phase, and on to movement. All of mine get to move 5 inches, except for the Lady Wings. She's a 12-inch move.
Ooh, you're the fastest.
So the cool thing about his models is that she actually can fly.
Yeah, so you can
So
fly over
feel
top
free to
walls.
go ahead and do your movement, Brent.
Yep.
He can actually fly with her, so she can ignore all intervening terrain. The neat thing about Age of Sigmar is if you put levels, much like 40k, you have to go up and down. The up and down movement costs part of your movement. So if you go up 3, across 2, and down 3, that's a total of 8. If you go up 1, across 2, and down 1, that's a total of 4. So the
understand
up
that.
and down movement actually counts,
Except for if you're flying.
except if you're flying.
Yeah.
There's also special rules for passing over units, and sometimes effects occur if you pass over a unit.
Kind of like dropping bombs.
Say that kind of idea, and you have to be able to pass part of your model's base over the unit or model that you're passing over. So unlike some games, like 40k, you don't theoretically have to, you just draw a line and assume. I'm looking at you, Reaver Jet Bikes.
What's a Reaver jet bike? We're playing Age of Sigmar here.
Trying to relate it to our 40k and 40 minutes crowd.
Fine. I get a TIE interceptor.
No, you don't get a TIE Interceptor. What's the stats on a TIE Interceptor?
That'd be fun.
So are you moving at the double with anybody?
I will not be, because if I run, I will not be able to charge, and I'm confident I can make a 9-inch charge.
I'm not confident you can make a 9-inch charge.
I'm not confident I can make a 9-inch charge.
He will just shimmy on behind.
The question is he going to bring the Annihilators in now, or is he going to wait till the second turn? Because he has that choice.
Is there any kind of roll to bring them in, or just bring
They
them in?
just come in from
And
turn 1 or
does
turn
it have
2.
to be like a certain distance away from models?
It has
9
to be
inches.
within 9. Yeah,
Yes.
outside 9.
Outside of 9.
And within 6 of the table edge.
So it might have been wise for me to try to zone him out a bit here, because I have these objectives that he's trying to collect.
Which he could theoretically raise one at the end of this turn
could.
and get ahead of you.
Yep.
Not a bad tactical choice.
No, but I think I will wait until it's turn 2.
Ooh, he's waiting!
Yep. And let's see.
What does chat think of that? Should the, what are they called? The Annihilators. Should the Annihilators come in now and try to steal an objective right away from Nick? Or should Brent wait and see if he can't hit him a little harder later? What does chat think about that one? Hey, Tack, how many guys do we have watching right now?
I'm curious.
598.
I'll
Wow,
take it.
that's
wow.
Hi,
cool.
598 people.
Way to jack everybody's anxiety way up to know 600 people are watching us make messes right now.
Isn't that weird to think of 600 people watching you right now?
Is it weird?
Because I try to imagine that many people like in my house, like just hanging out with me, and I'm just like, that's insane.
600 people in your house would be weird.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
gonna
let's say the
fly
backyard. Let's say that we just invited 600 people to watch me, I don't know, sing in the backyard or
Yeah,
something. like
most people would, like, maybe when you get married, you have that many people watching. Like,
had
even
a-
at my marriage,
120.
yeah, 120 people at my wedding.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
I've done
Okay,
performance work
now I'm
before.
nervous and I'm going to be quiet.
So now I've made my move. I am entering the shooting phase.
Okay.
I have 2 people that can shoot, my Yndrasta and the Knight, or Lord Imperatant.
These names are such a mouthful.
Yes.
Indrasta, the Lord Imperatant.
Well, you have to say it with an accent, I
It
think.
sounds like it's got to be a little bit of a drunken Englishman. I'm the Lord Imperatant.
So the Lord Imperatant has an 18-inch range. He will go into your
I
gut
feel like more
slitters.
Italian. Like a Roman accent.
Think Stormcaster Romanesque?
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
Greek.
yeah.
Greek.
The Lord Imperatant is going into the gut splitters, or the gut
Rippers.
rippers.
What's he got to
He's
shoot?
got sort of a magic bolt
He
thing.
has the Stormcast baton, so he just twirls a baton, and I guess lightning comes down, and
You sure he doesn't like throw it like a boomerang and it
oh
whacks
yeah,
it in the
yeah,
hand and it comes back?
That sounds.
I like that better.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that. He's throwing his baton at you.
So I have D6 attacks with it. So
Oh
it's like
my.
a
Fun.
The Gut Rippers are getting smacked. Oh, six
six
attacks.
attacks.
What does he hit on?
He hits on 3s, and he wounds on 3s.
On threes on threes.
Yes, sir.
Burn on.
3s, that is 5 hits,
Gut Rippers are getting smacked.
and on 3s again. Nope, that's a drop dice.
Oh, 5 wounds. That's a big baton.
And it has a -1 rend.
Okay, so I usually have a save value of 5 up, so it goes to a 6 up.
Now keep in mind, we are in the shooting phase,
Yeah.
so it's entirely possible that you can issue a command
To
for
do
all-out
something.
defense.
All out defense.
Let's do that. That sounds fun.
So it costs you a command point,
Okay, I'll go down to 1.
and who is issuing the command?
I guess the leader of that group, the sergeant of that group, right?
I
Yeah,
believe
the
he can.
unit
yes.
champion, yeah.
The unit champion says all-out defense, so they bring their shields
This is
up.
shield wall.
Shield wall. Tunk. That's it.
And I double my defensive value by going from a 6 to a 5.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a rend of 1.
Yeah. But I was a 5, went to a 6, went back to a 5.
There you go.
Yep.
So 5 to 4 to 5.
I got 3. That actually helped me with 2 of them. So
How
that
much
was good.
damage do they do?
The damage is 1 damage each.
Okay, so you kill one guy because they have two wounds each.
And that's
so
it. Just we're
one
moving
guy, I'm going to say it went all the way through and bumped this gun ahead.
He's got quite a name, that one.
Just as long as it's not your unit champion.
Oh,
Yes.
which is the unit? Oh, the guy with the helmet.
Guy with
He's
the cool
right
helmet.
there. He's okay. He's okay.
So it's a good idea to keep them aside because you will have to possibly make a battle shock test
Yes, I
later,
will.
and it's important
A
to know how
morale
many
test,
models you lost.
essentially, yeah.
Effectively, yes.
Indrasta will attack them as well. 18 inches, can see them from
Yeah, you can see that guy hiding by the
right
well.
there. It is 1 attack, hitting on...
Is there any kind of thing of being obscured or anything like that?
If you're in cover,
Which I'm not really in cover. I'm just like, this one guy is hiding behind this well.
if your unit is,
The whole unit has to be.
the whole unit needs to be in cover. Yeah. If you can draw a line, if you're within a terrain feature and it's impossible to draw a straight line from closest point of a model in the attacking unit to the closest point of a model in the target unit.
Now that shield wall ability I just did,
Yep.
is that still in effect, or is that only for that one attack?
It's until the end of the phase.
Till the end of the phase.
Got it. So they're still locked in that shield wall
Yep.
ability.
Yes.
Okay, bring it on.
So I have 1 attack, hitting on 2s. And wounding on 2s.
Ooh, that's brutal.
And it is a -2.
So it goes right through.
Yes.
Well, no, because you're a 5.
Goes to
Goes to 4 because you all-out defense.
no. Oh.
Goes back to 6.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? So let's clarify for everybody. The Gut Rippers have a save of 5+.
Yeah.
We took all the defense, was a command ability,
Brandon got 4 up.
did you a 4 up, and that's Rend
Minus
2.
Rend 2, minus
5,
2,
6.
goes to a 6.
Goes
So
to
you
a
still have a 6 up
So I
to
gotta
defend.
save it on a 6. I can
Yes.
do it. How much damage does it do?
It
Oh,
does
so close.
D6 damage.
All right, don't get a 1.
I got a
3
3.
damage.
Well, you know what? This is the only guy you can see. I think it makes sense. I'm gonna take this guy off. Bonk.
Now,
And because it's 3 damage, and they have 2 wounds, that extra wound carries to the next guy.
yes.
So he dies in wailing. He stabs the guy beside him.
Or the shot goes clean through and sticks into another guy.
All right, so I'll put on.
What did she actually shoot with?
It is called the Thangavar. Thangavar. So
Thangavar.
she just
You got
channels...
Thangavard.
channels...
I'm just magic light coming out.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got Thangavard.
It hurts.
It hurts. And that's something to note. In Warhammer 40k, that shot would just kill one model. In Age of Sigmar, it does 3 damage. They have 2 wounds. It kills a model, and the wound carries through the unit.
Cool.
So we will attempt a charge now because shooting phase has ended. It goes to the charge phase.
Ah, now here's the interesting part. Charge phase. So, does he have any units within 9 inches of that charging model? Or is Hobgrotz within 9?
Yes, both Hobgrot units are within 9.
All right, before you do that,
Yeah.
I have an ability here called Scare Tactics. Now it says during the charge phase. It doesn't say my charge phase, so I'm assuming this counts
Yes,
for
during the charge
yours.
phase. Yep.
What this says is that the unit is more than 3 inches away from an enemy, which this unit is, and I can pick an enemy unit within 12 inches, So these guys here, or these guys here. And I add 1 to the roll for every 5 models in this unit, which would just be 1 because you killed 1. Killed 2, unfortunately. If the roll is equal or greater than the bravery characteristic of that enemy unit, subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks made by the enemy unit that target this unit until the end of that turn. So I can -1 to your hits. Sounds useful.
It does.
So is there a difference in bravery between these two units?
The bravery for both is 7 for them and an 8 for them.
All right, because you could possibly change the charge to these guys and I wouldn't get that ability, I'm going to target these guys to try to scare them.
Okay.
So you have D6 plus 1.
So I can't do it?
They're bravery 8.
Shoot!
But D6 plus 1, you could do it to those guys over there.
Oh, I thought you said
You
it was
have
the same
to beat
bravery.
No, sorry,
7.
bravery 8 and bravery 7.
Okay, so they're the only ones I can't do it. So
Now,
you
is
have to
it
beat
beat
it?
or meet?
Oh, that's a good call. If the roll is equal to or greater.
All right.
So they all start chanting, and they say, "Your mother wears army boots." Nope.
And apparently the mother does wear army boots.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Your Hobgob Slittas are within 9 inches of that charging unit.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can unleash hell.
Yes.
Which means,
As long as you're within range, I would think. Or does range even matter at that point?
actually, I don't think I'm in range. 'Cause I think it's an 8-inch range attack.
It actually doesn't mention anything about range.
It says 8-inch range. I would assume you still have to be in range of the gun.
You can use this command ability after an enemy unit finishes a charge move.
Yes.
Oh, after they
The
finish
unit
a
that
charge.
receives the command must be within 9 of that enemy unit and more than 3 from all other enemy units. The unit that receives the command
Got
can
it.
shoot in the
Okay.
shoot phase,
So
but
this-
it's -1
So
to
this
the...
means they were running up, and if
Yeah.
they make it into combat, well, it didn't matter because they were shooting them as they came in. And if they didn't, it's assuming that they ran up, they got scared and ran back.
That's exactly
Or
it.
the attack pushed them back, or
Yes.
whatever.
But how many
Yeah.
how many commands do you have?
I have 1 left, one
So-
command point left.
Make the roll to charge.
Well, choose your charge. What do you want to do?
See, this is where that swamp call ability of -1 charges actually
This
would
would
have
have
come
actually
in
made
handy.
it sense. I thought it was not going to happen, but yeah, I should have done that.
My Vindicators will be charging your unit of
Slittas.
Slittas.
So I will use that command point to unleash hell, and I will unleash the hell of the scrap grenades.
So you use that after he finishes his charge
Yes.
move.
Okay.
Because you may not have to.
Oh,
Yes.
fair enough.
Because I need a 9-inch charge.
Well, I want to do it regardless.
But it's after he finishes his charge move.
Got it.
So he might not make his charge move.
Yes. 7. I am going to use the command ability. I believe it is
I will find it for you.
So there's a
you.
command ability to essentially reroll that
To
charge. I'm
reroll
guessing?
charges.
reroll
Yes.
That makes sense.
Forward to victory.
yes. Forward to victory.
Forward to
Charge!
victory!
Again!
Charge!
Oh no!
Oh, yeah. Excellent.
Now the question I have, which I don't see it covered in this rule, is can another unit get you to reroll that, or is it still can't reroll or reroll?
Can't reroll or reroll.
That makes perfect sense.
All right. So I still want to do it. I'm going to lose this command
you
point
can't.
anyways. Oh, I can't do it?
After he finishes his charge move, he hasn't finished his charge move.
Oh.
He didn't move.
Yeah. They kind of like stutter stepped and
Can you move 0?
no.
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 All right. So I won't do
No
it.
Dark Angels, you can't move 0.
Go ahead.
That is. Oh wait, I will try. I think. Let's see. A whopping 8 inches to them.
Has to be in base contact?
It has to be half an inch away.
Okay. So you want to be half an inch away, so you look like you're just over 8. So, yeah, so 8 inches.
8-inch charge. They will try and charge there.
So exciting.
Ah!
No!
No!
But if you have command, you could do it again. You could forward to victory.
I will try
You
to
can do the
forward
same
to
thing twice?
victory.
You can use the same because another hero is doing that. Another unit is doing that. And Brent has the command points.
I think
so
I
you can
like
see how
that.
going second
Yeah.
with the extra command activations
yeah.
and getting 2 more in the hero can actually be really
Is
strong.
this your last command point?
I have 2 left actually.
Which, if they're
Just use
out
one
by
for
the end of
that.
the turn,
One for that. One for
And
that.
because you got a free one.
Because I got a free one.
Because you did that other ability in my turn. But go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
pretty cool. Wah! No!
Fours.
Brent likes 4s.
I like 4s.
Tack hates 4s. Brent likes 4s. I don't know what any of this.
I hate 4s.
Tack hates 4s. We heard that. Tack. Everybody here, Tack hates 4s. 4s, bad.
So that
it.
is the end of my turn.
That's it. So now it's Battle Shock phase.
Yes.
So how many models died?
I lost 2 models, so I have to do a bravery test for them.
Yes.
Yes.
For the 2 models that died from the Gut Rippers unit. So I roll a dice and add
Before
how
you
many
do that,
guys roll.
before you do that, you have a command point left.
Yep.
You can use this command ability at the start of the Battle Shock phase, Inspiring Presence. The unit that receives the command does not have to take Battle Shock tests in that phase.
That is fun.
You're going to lose the command point anyway,
Or I can just. Yeah, I guess I am.
so you may as well use it.
Yeah, I might as well use it. If I didn't have that, I could use the Kiloboss's ability to only have one guy fail, even if I failed the
Even
test.
if you fail the test, yes.
Basically make them
So
all stay.
spending Inspiring Presence, the champion says, "Come on, you lads! You want to live forever?" I do.
And they
Well, then
stay
he
there.
fails his bravery check and take that model off.
All right, so I use my last command point. I stay in the battle, and I'm going like I'm watching in glee as you guys tripped over yourselves trying to get to
Boy,
me.
that was funny.
I think my chant here scared you so
I
much
think it did. It worked
that
really
you
well.
couldn't get into combat.
For those of you wondering, the Battle Shock, if you had to make it, you roll a dice and add how many people were killed that turn.
2.
For each.
One clarification: you can only use one command ability once per turn. So
Ah.
Oh, is it?
the charge you could not reroll the charge.
Okay, so
Okay.
you couldn't do both those rerolls.
Oh, interesting.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It might be a match play rule rather than an open play rule.
True.
They do the same
Entirely
thing
possible.
at 40K, so I wouldn't
Right.
be surprised by that.
But thank you guys. We appreciate you keeping us honest.
We'll still try to play with that kind of rule. Yeah, we'll keep
works.
working with that.
Yep.
Yeah, so we were explaining Battle Shock.
For each model that is slain, you add to the roll of your d6.
Yeah.
For each number that is above your bravery, that's how many of your models would run.
So in this case, let's just do for the sake of example, these guys have a bravery of 5. I've lost 2 guys. So if I roll a 3 or higher, so a 4 or higher, we're going to lose some guys.
You lose
so
more guys.
I rolled a 2. It's under the bravery, because my bravery is 5. So
You'd have been fine.
Add the 2 to the dice, 4.
Yep.
It's under 5, which my bravery means no guys lose. If I had rolled a
6.
6, that would be 6, 7, 8, which would be 3 more over my bravery.
And 3 would run
So
away.
3 more guys I would take off the unit.
I just
Got
dropped
it.
something in the water. That's my shirt.
Okay.
That's right.
All
I
right.
know a lot of guys.
So that's all I lost. That's all you could conjure.
No,
Yeah.
they might come back. So that is
Wait,
the end of.
how can they come back?
Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. They could come back. So that's the end of the first turn.
Yeah.
Nobody's taken any objectives. Nobody's raised anything. Nobody's into combat yet. I think this is about to get really bloody.
Yep.
But this is what's important. Now we roll for priority.
Okay, so 2 dice? 1 dice.
One dice.
One dice,
Highest
and
di-
whoever
highest-
highest takes priority. If you tie, it stays in the same order.
Well, actually, it's whoever went first wins the tie.
Wins the
but
tie.
whoever wins chooses if they want to go first or second.
There you go. So you get the choice. Here we go. Priority roll.
Hoorah!
I rolled a 1. It was a 1.
It was a 1.
It was a
Nick,
1.
Nick turned it into a what?
I heard it was 6.
I don't know. It's
Okay, you know what? You know what? Chat? I will let chat decide
Yes,
that.
absolutely.
Should we let his roll count that I adjusted? He rolled it. He rolled a 1, and then I rolled the dice, and it bumped his dice to a 6. I'm okay to leave
sure.
it, or I'm okay to not. I want to hear what chat says.
Is that-
Tack's going to make the call of how many people voted for
Is
each.
that spilled under their neck, or is that okay?
No, you're okay.
Okay, just making sure.
There's like a full 1.5, 2 minute delay.
Yeah.
So we have to wait 2 minutes.
That's okay. I'm just going to start talking about my tactics, because I'm going to be charging all out here.
Oh, so here's what I was going to mention while we're waiting for that delay. The rally hero phase command ability.
Okay.
So you can rally at the start of the hero phase, and any unit that receives the command has to be more than 3 away from enemies, but roll a dice for each slain model, and on a 6 they come back. So they recover from their wounds, they stagger back, they come back from running, whatever it might be.
On a
They
what?
could on a 6 they come back
For each model?
for each model.
So I will use that ability for sure.
That
But
sounds like a pretty cool idea.
but
So
that-
but is Brent keeping the 6 or the 5?
what's going on?
Wow, I'm not counting all these. It looks like majority 6.
Yeah, okay, let's keep it. All right.
Right.
Do
So
you want to
Brent
go first
has
or
the
second?
option.
I will be taking the double turn.
You wanna go first?
Oh, dun, dun, dun,
First,
double
Sylvie.
turn.
I will let
There's
you
your
do
dice,
that.
Baxter.
Thank
sure.
you.
Okay, so I get 2 command points.
Yep.
You get 1 command point.
1 command point, and then we each get 1 more for having our general still
Okay,
on
so
the
I
battlefield.
go up to
My
3.
mic just fell.
I go
and I
up
am-
to 3, and you're at 2.
Yes.
Okay, so now we do heroic abilities
Yes.
in the heroic phase.
Yes.
So I will do we does it matter who does it first? I'm assuming he does it first.
Brent goes first.
So you go first.
I will attempt to get an extra command ability on my Knight Vexillor
the
again.
knight, because you've already done the banner, so now you're doing the knight beside him.
Yes.
The spellcaster.
The spellcaster. We'll try and get an extra.
Command point
Command-
on a 4-up, I believe it is.
Yes, it is.
Got it.
No.
No.
You guys are uninspired.
So here's
No.
what's interesting, Nick.
Yep.
Heroes and heroic actions. You could choose their finest hour right now for your hero.
Which means
You pick a friendly hero, add 1 to wound rolls for attacks made by that hero to the end of turn, and add 1 to save rolls for attacks that target that hero to the end of turn. Only once per battle,
end of battle turn or player turn.
end of the turn. Because it's Brent's turn, then it's your turn.
So it wouldn't be active in my turn. It would be active in
It
his
would
turn.
be active in Brent's turn.
I don't think I'm going to be able to fight here because I've got a battle line in front of me. He won't
Keep
be
in
able to
mind,
get
he
to
can
me.
move and charge still.
Yeah, but he won't be able to get in. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't think I'm going to do that. I want the guys to come back.
You want the guy. So you're going to take your hero phase. Heroic action. He doesn't get the hero phase command ability this turn, does he?
No, that'll be in his. actual
That'll be in
Okay,
your
so that's
turn.
only something I can do in my turn.
Yes.
Yes. The heroic actions are once per each hero phase.
Gotcha.
Hero command abilities are only in your hero phase.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well then,
Try to get the heroic leadership.
yeah.
See if you can get another command point.
No, I will give this because those guys could come in and try to charge him, and she could still fly over top and charge
She
him.
can absolutely.
So I am going to try to give him more.
The
more
finest
attacks.
hour.
The finest hour, and I can only do that once per battle.
You just do it. Once
It's
per
one-
battle.
But it's only once per battle. No, I got to save that.
Okay.
I'm going to get command point. So on
Heroic
four up.
leadership. 4 up.
And that's going to be on the swamp Kala because he hasn't done it.
Swamp Kala Shaman. Does not get it.
So last time we poked the warlord in the eye with the banner saying I'm going to inspire you. This time he gave him a drink and he gave him the wrong one. He's like, oh no, not that one. Nope, shoot. Okay, did you like that one?
It's all the pot grot's fault. It's all the pot grot's fault. 100%.
He slapped him over the head and
Yep,
said, give me
he
a better
did.
one.
All right, Brent, your movement phase, sir.
Hero phase.
Hero phase. Oh yes, your hero
Still in
phase.
hero phase.
Hero
I-
phase command abilities. Hero phase actions.
So that's different than what we just did, or is that a part of what we
That's
just did?
the hero phase. Heroes and heroic action. So you do the hero phase. Everybody gets a heroic action.
Hero phase, we both get to do stuff.
Yeah.
Then it goes to hero phase, you get to do
Command
Yes.
abilities. Yes.
I have no command abilities that I want to be using because no one's dead yet, so I can't
Yeah.
rally. I will try and cast a spell,
stuff. Ooh.
and this time I am within 18.
Uh-oh. VERN. I need an adult.
This is going into your.
Rain Man.
This is going into your Swamp Kala Shaman.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I am going
He's
to be
wizarding
using,
your wizard.
Yes.
Bring it on.
Blaze of the Heavens has a casting value of 7, so I need a 7.
Blaze of the heavens. Oh, and he gets a 7 exactly.
Well, I'm going to try to deny that
Yep.
with the Swamp
Trying
Call
to try to
Shaman.
unbind the spell.
Unbind the spell.
Unbind.
Unbind the weaves. With a 4, 5, 6. There's no
Doesn't
way to
unbind.
reroll that.
He no bounding.
No, he was failed.
So you will take a D3 mortal wounds.
Okay. I've got 6 wounds in total, so it just gets 3 wounds on him.
D3.
D3.
D3, yes, got it.
Take 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds.
Ugh.
So if you had a ward, you would actually get to roll that.
Got it. A
Guess
ward
who-
is kind of like a feel no pain.
Ignore damage. Effectively,
damage,
yes.
So that'll be it for my command phase.
On to the movement phase.
Yes.
Okay, I got
We
this.
will have them move up to take on
Ooh, the
your-
double turn is just. This is where. I mean, it's great if you get it, but if you don't get it, you're so
When do
boned.
those guys come down? At the end of the movement phase?
This turn. They have to come in this
what,
turn.
What point in the turn?
At the end of the movement phase.
It's just like
End of the
40k,
movement
they have to declare it at the end of the movement
phase.
phase.
I think it's actually for this twist, because this was his ruse.
No.
During deployment, end of your first or second movement phase, wholly within 6 of the edge
Got
and
it, got
9
it.
from enemy models. Your objectives are remarkably open there, Mr. Nick.
Yeah, they are.
They are. It looks like you're about to get charged with a lot of big, shiny dudes.
Yes. But you know what? They're not going to do nothing. They're going to fail. You know what? They're going to fail that charge again.
I'm gonna have to go back here.
I'm thinking no. I'm thinking if they do, I'm going to laugh really loud and point at Brent. And I promise to do that.
And I will deserve it.
You will
I will
deserve it.
deserve it.
That's okay. You haven't met Steve and his roles, have you?
No.
We keep Steve's dice in a special bin.
Ah.
Yes.
We do. Yeah, we had a bin over there that said Steve's Cursed Dice somewhere.
Yep.
And the.
So the important thing is to remember to keep coherency.
Yeah.
Dolphin!
Oh, the dolphin!
Yeah.
For those of us just joining us, the chat had decided that the, what is it, Griffhound? Griffhound makes a dolphin noise. That is the noise a Griffhound makes.
I thought it would be somewhere between like a cat chirping. That hack noise that cats make. Oh man, she looks so
oh, wait.
cool.
Wait. Important. Have to be 3 inches away.
Yes. Good remembering. Yes, that's a key difference between Warhammer 40,000 in Age of Sigmar is that you cannot close to within 3 inches of a model. That effectively means you can always fail a charge,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Yeah. So a 3 would fail.
A 2 would fail
2 would fail.
because you
Yes.
have to get within a half inch.
Got it. A
Yes.
1 or 2 would fail. Or you can't do well. One, 'cause
So
it's 2
these
dice.
guys got to
Yeah.
come in.
Yes, they will. And they will be.
Where are you gonna put them? I'm very curious.
Well, I have to put them in that corner because they have to be 9 inches away from your
They do.
shooter guy.
So 9 inches would give you this far.
And they have to be within 6 of the table edge.
Yes. So they will probably just come back right over here, I think.
9 inches back here is this.
Oh, well within, yeah.
Right there.
Now they can't move.
They move on to there. and
Okay,
that's
so
it.
they won't be able to get rid of that
No.
objective
yeah,
this turn.
if they're within 6 inches of the center of it, yes, they do.
Oh, they might be. It is very, very
so
tight.
Brent can actually move them farther onto the table. too.
I don't believe he can because of. Oh yeah, you can. You know what? If you do this, it won't
Yep.
be tight. You want to do that?
Yeah,
Great.
we will go like
A little
right
closer. You're in. So you'll be able to
Huzzah!
raise that at the end of your turn,
Huzzah!
assuming you don't want to charge. I guess.
there. No, I
Please.
9-inch charge.
Please. Please.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Do it.
Well,
Get
if
their
I-
glory, man.
Yeah, if I charge, I still will be within range of that
Yes,
objective
you will.
marker.
That's
So
true.
we'll probably do that too.
All right, so
Best
that
of
is
both
the end of your
worlds.
movement.
Yep.
On to the shooting phase.
Shooting phase. We will again have the baton going into your gut splitters.
All right.
Baton
Well, I'm
that did so much damage last time.
going to do a command point right now to do the to bring me down to 2, to do the command shield wall, whatever.
Set
that,
to defend.
Set to defend.
All out
shield wall.
defense.
All out defense.
Yes.
What is set to defend from? Oh,
That is
that's 40K.
40K.
Sorry,
40K.
guys.
All out.
All out defense.
I'm going to call it shield wall ability because that sounds cooler to me.
So again, I
Hashtag
have
shield wall.
a whoop, 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 D6 attacks.
The baton. Oh, he's on
five.
fire with that thing. 5
Five.
Only thing
attacks.
on your army that's on fire.
That is true. Well, for now, we'll
For now, that's true.
Don't forget your twist. Or
To
your
light things on
ruse.
fire.
Yeah.
Within 3 inches of a hero, and then
3
anybody
ups.
within an inch of it is slain.
3 ups.
3 ups.
Oh, there we go.
There's more normal rolls.
And 3 ups again. Yes.
Yep, 3s and 3s.
Oh,
All right,
only 2.
2.
So it's -2, I believe. Or
Minus 1.
-1. So I get a 5 up on 2 dice.
Because you go from 5 up normal, all out defense takes you to 4, and then Ren takes you back to 5.
So 2 dice, save 1, 1 goes through.
1 damage. Oh, yep, 1 damage each.
All right, so I've already got the guy with the damage, so you kill him.
So these guys are dead, but only one. I'm going to move these out of the way here.
For battle shock.
One for battle shock.
Yeah.
And then I will attempt to shoot you with Andrasta.
This is the big D6 damage, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Same unit?
Same unit.
Got it.
1 to hit, or 2 to hit. Excuse me. I
Oh!
jinxed myself there.
jinxed herself. She throws the lightning bolt, and it gets grounded into the statue because
Because
it's a
I
big chunk of
held her
metal.
gaze with my commander and was like,
She's looking at the big tongue on your shield.
Yeah,
going,
the
what is
shield,
with the
yeah.
tongue? Is that thing licking? How does he get it to move?
2 things. What is your favorite 40K catchphrase? And when you get the chance, please fix that camera.
which camera?
The camera.
Which camera?
The one that's no longer moving.
Oh, I'd have to put a new battery in it, but I could do that. My favorite catchphrase probably for 40K would be Moltka! Or For the Greater Good!
All right, Cao Yan.
Do your shooting.
Mon-
No, Monka, better.
Shooting's done.
Shooting's done. Yes.
All right, so goes to charging then.
Yep.
So we're just replacing a camera in our slider cam.
We're replacing a
Replacing
battery.
a camera. We're using a battery in a slider cam. It's the coolest thing ever. It just keeps going. Bzz, bzz.
When your orcs charge you, you're yelling mock up.
No, I'm yelling, Warg!
I can't wait to hear that. Tack, take your headset off. Somebody's about to wah. Nick's playing with buttons.
What?
How are we doing so far, guys?
I can-
We made the one mistake,
I
but
can make things.
Chat,
I
how
can
we
make
doing?
things move on the slider cam, but Tack doesn't have the slider cam going. There you go. Look, it's moving. Isn't that cool? I'm gonna call it the cinematic cam.
cinematic cam, all one word.
And now I'm gonna make it go forever until it runs out of batteries. Here we go. And wait. Start point A. Start stop. Go.
I will be measuring up my charges
The-
in the meantime.
It's not going. There it goes. There, stop. Apparently, Nick's favorite thing to do is press buttons. Yay! Yay!
Okay.
I can
So-
bring 3 of my friends.
We will attempt the first charge with the Vindicators into your slitas.
At the beginning of your charge phase, I am going to. No, that will not help because you're going to charge them. What's her bravery?
Her bravery is a whopping 10.
Yes, there's no point. Okay, no point to causing fear.
Well, you may as well try.
Well, because he's going to charge these guys, there's no point because it only counts against these guys.
Only counts.
Well, I do have them over
But
here.
I can't actually affect their bravery because they're too brave.
Because he's got a unit of 5. Or a unit of less than 10.
Yeah, if I
Needs
had
that plus
if
2.
if you hadn't killed 3 guys, then it would have been worth it.
Right, right. All right, so here we go on a 4+ for the Vindicators. They will make it within 8.
Now, the
Alright.
important thing is to get within a half inch and
Yep.
maintain unit coherency.
Now, if I understand this correctly, at this point, I can now declare that I'm going to do the equivalent of Overwatch.
Exactly.
Yes.
Unleash hell. So everyone grabs their stick bombs.
Is that what they have? Stick bombs?
Well, it's equivalents of. They're pretty much stick bombs.
Grenades?
They're grenades. They actually are grenades. They are scrap grenades. Sulfuric.
So, are you 3 from all other enemy units?
Yep.
Then you are -1 to hit, but they can all shoot in that phase. At
Oh, -1 to hit.
-1
so
to hit.
So I normally would hit on a 4, so now I'm going to hit on a 5.
Not bad.
And each one gets 1 attack. So I've got 10 guys there, so 10
10
dice.
dice.
Yep,
And you lose 1 command action. Let's get Brent's dice out of the way here.
sorry.
No worries.
All right, and I lose a command point, so I go down to 1.
Go down to 1. So the banner bearer or the champion says, "How about 'em, lads?
Toss loose now! And on 5s and 6s, so I got 2.
Ooh.
Not great.
What do you wound on?
Wound on 3. Woo, nice.
That's not bad.
2 wounds
wounds.
at -1. 1 damage each.
So my save is a 3-up, goes to a 4-up. I make 1 and fail 1.
Got 1. I
Take a
damaged a
wound.
helmet. I'm imagining the stick bomb grabs the helmet, it blows up right beside his face, and doesn't damage him, but what it does is spin the helmet around so we can't see him.
Useless on the attacks.
So now you got one
like,
guy waving his arms around.
How much damage is 1?
Just 1.
All right, we'll put that on. Oh,
How many
I
wounds
actually
do they have each?
They have 2 wounds each.
Ooh.
Yes.
You could have killed the dude.
I could have, I got really close. I wish I would have hit a little more.
Yeah, that was a little bit below average.
Then I will charge with my Praetors into your gut.
Gut
ribbons.
ribbers. Oh, 4.
I
Ooh, is that enough?
believe I was in within
Wait,
4.
did I do that properly? Did I roll to hit and to wound, or did I just roll to hit?
No, you rolled
the
a
hit
hit
I
and
just,
then
my
wound.
brain is going foggy. I didn't think. I was like, did I just roll a hit? That's all I did.
Nick's had 2 days off this week, guys. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He's not in the mode. The brain doesn't work when you have that much time off.
And then Indrasta will see what she can do in melee.
That's the
The winged
wing dude.
winged champion.
Wing dudette.
Wing dudette.
Oh,
she.
Ooh,
I think she
I
fails.
think I put her within 3.
You are within 3, but you have to be within a half an inch.
Yes. So,
So
when
you
I
rolled
move,
you rolled a 3, so you're good.
yeah,
Yeah.
barely. She's-
Almost failed the charge.
Yes, she likes to make it
That would have
dramatic.
been
Yeah.
fun. That would have been fun.
That'd have been fun.
I would have liked that.
I'd have been okay with that.
Now, how combat goes, because my charge phase
Yep.
is finished, I choose a unit because it's my turn,
Yep.
then you choose a unit. Not all charges get to go first.
But because it's your turn. Now, do I have any command abilities that can do something here?
In the charge phase,
Yeah.
There is Unleash
Anything I need-
Hell. with
you've
a-
unleashed hell
Unleash
already.
again?
No, you can only
There
do
are
that once.
attack command abilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can get +1 to hit,
Ooh, that's good.
and there's all out defense, all out attack and all out defense. So you can get +1 to your save.
Plus 1 of my save would be probably pretty useful. Okay, so which attack are you going to do first?
I am going to go with the Vindicators first.
All right, so those guys probably are pretty weak. Yeah, they have a 6-up save. I'm not going to bother trying to save them.
That makes the sense.
Okay.
They're probably all going to die.
Now, I get a pile in, which is 3-inch movement.
And you can't pile into that other unit of Slitus, can you?
That No, I cannot.
Can't go through the building?
No, but I can't basically go within 3 inches
Because
of them.
also you can't pile into a unit you didn't declare a charge
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't go through the building because it's defensible terrain. Because that's a building that you can garrison.
Okay.
You can't walk through it, unlike Warhammer
Unless you're
40,000.
garrisoned in it.
Unless you're garrisoned in it.
Okay.
And then you can't actually charge from the garrison building. You have to disembark from it effectively. You move out of it and then you can charge. But you could charge somebody who is garrisoned in the building.
I like this. I like this.
Yeah, it basically means that terrain has an important job to do in the line of sight blocking and movement blocking.
Can you garrison and ungarrison a building in the same turn?
No.
Because I would love to just go run, garrison. Oh, look, I've got 6 inches ahead. And
No, you cannot garrison a building and disembark at the same turn.
okay.
All right. So how many guys are within melee range? What's your melee range?
My melee range for them is 2 inches.
2 inches.
Because it's a great big spear.
So
Yes.
you will not get the back 2 guys here,
Right.
and this guy is in range. So just the back 2 guys are not in range.
Right. So they have 2 attacks each.
You're trying to can't range it.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 attacks altogether.
Ooh, that's a lot of attacks. I think you're going to get chopped up, Slidus.
You know what? I think 1 guy is going to survive. One guy.
I have more faith in that. I think 6 are going to survive.
Really?
Nope, I don't. But I'm going to say it now, and it's going to sound like I know what I'm talking about.
They are hitting on 3s and then wounding on 3s as well. So
Oh, I see a lot of 1s.
Yeah.
See, I might be right. Heed the prognosticators.
How much damage do these weapons do?
they do 1 each.
Okay.
Slidus have how many wounds?
Probably just 1, I'm guessing. Yeah, just 1 wound
Just
each.
1 wound each?
There's 10 of them, so I don't know if you have enough dice to kill them now.
I do not. On 3s. There's 1 more gone. Nope, 2 more gone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which rend is it?
It is -1.
Okay, so it just goes right through. So 7 guys are dead.
7.
3 live.
3
I
live.
was close.
3 live.
3 live.
All right. Well, it's going to be the sergeant, the banner bearer, and the musician.
That's all that's left. Your command squad.
Now, because we are new to this army, I did forget that any unmodified hit roll of a 6 would have done a mortal wound.
Oh,
but
did
I
you have
didn't.
any modified?
I don't believe I did.
But
What do you
all it
think?
would have
Was there
done
any?
is it would have done the mortal wound, and it would have ended
Yeah.
the
Oh,
attack
so you would
phase.
have got the fights as well.
Yeah, it does a mortal wound, and then the attack ends. I don't do a wound roll.
It's not
okay.
in an addition.
It's not an addition, so it actually wouldn't have made a difference.
No.
Because I don't get a save anyways.
Yes.
All right.
What it does is it means you roll less dice.
All right, so now they are likely going to run away. However, I do have the kill boss's abilities. As long as they're alive, they can make just 1 guy run away.
But Brent's already attacked. Now it's your attack.
Now
Yes.
it's my attack. Interesting.
And they are safe, so you don't have to.
So
attack
I
with them.
think I'm going to instigate these guys before they die, and I'm going to use the ability to give them +1 to hit.
All out attack.
Now, if I give that +1 to hit, does that mean that it also counts for my special ability on the
present
unit
weapons?
that on a 6 is a mortal wound?
I believe it says unmodified 6.
If the hit roll for an attack, unmodified hit roll for the attack is a 6. Has to be unmodified. But still,
Still
it's
good. Still
+1
good.
to hit.
Still good. So because I hit on a 4, so hitting on a 3 would be much better.
Yes.
So I'm going to do that. So I activate this unit. They can move up to 3 inches
Yes.
to consolidate in,
Pile.
pile in. Now I'm not base. Is it the same thing as 40k? If I'm not in base contact, I can still move around.
Yeah.
But if I'm in base contact, I can't.
So the way that piling in works, you make a pile and move with the model. It must finish the move no further from the nearest enemy unit than it was at the start of the move.
Okay, that's not a problem. What I'm concerned about is this unit that is currently fighting this this lady here. I'm trying to if I do this, are we not fighting the lady now?
No, but you. It said you cannot move further away from the unit you are in with.
That you're closest to.
So yes.
Okay, so
The nearest enemy unit than the start of the turn.
Oh, okay, so I gotta
you
keep-
can't
so I gotta
pull out
keep
of
that guy
combat.
there, so-
I see what you're trying to do. So
I'm
what,
trying to maximize the amount of dice I have against this unit because I don't feel like I have probably. A good
what's the
chance
range on
against
your
this.
weapon?
My range of the weapon is 2 inches.
So that's actually pretty easy to maximize, isn't it?
It is, and I'll probably get everybody but this back guy. Looks like. Yeah.
Now is he within 2 inches of her?
Yeah, so he'll be able to fight her. So I will do almost all of my attacks against this unit of hammer guys, pike hammers, whatever
The
they're.
halberds.
Halberds.
Those are the
Praetors.
Praetors.
Praetors. And then I will do the one guy against the
Against
the lady.
Andrasta.
Yeah.
So how many attacks each do they have?
They have 2 attacks each. So against Drasta, is that her name?
Andrasta?
Now,
Indrasta.
read your champion because I believe he either hits. Or
Champion, one model in this unit can be a boss, add 1 to the attack characteristics of that model's Wicked Sticker.
Is Wicked Sticker.
Wicked Sticker's going into the hammers guy, though, the
Remember, yell
halberds.
something before you start attacking.
Right, but I haven't charged yet. I did say I was going to charge when I said I was going to yell.
So
while I
we're going to
charged.
see it on your turn.
So I haven't charged yet.
We're going to hear it on your
So
turn.
the one Wicked Sticker into your Indrasta. Missed
Snake
them
eyes.
both. That's okay. She's so indrawn by the wings. She's like, I don't know which one to hit.
Oh,
She's
pretty.
just hovering just
She's
above
flittering
yours.
about. Those wings is pretty.
So is it the weapon that gets 2 attacks?
Each model gets 2 attacks.
Is it the model or the weapon? Because this says melee weapon gets 2 attacks.
Yes, it's
So when the boss gets an extra attack, does that mean
He gets 3.
as one of the attack characteristics of the models? Oh, so we get second. Yeah, so he gets 3. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I thought it may be
So
multiple.
you have how many guys going into that squad?
So 3 for the sergeant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 10 more.
So 13 attacks?
Yeah. 4, 5,
Not bad.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Now, what are they normally hitting on?
Sorry, they're normally hitting on 4s, so they're going to go to 5.
Threes.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13
Now, it's
into
entirely
the hammers.
possible you could take an all-out defense action here, couldn't you?
I could. What is the rend on there?
What have I used for command points? I used 1 on this attack
On Unleash
assault
Hell,
here.
and then you used 1 more on all-out attack.
Okay, so I should have still 1 still left.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
What
the
is
rend?
the rend on your?
The rend on this is nothing. There is no rend. However, on a 6, it is a mortal wound.
Okay,
6 to
I
hit.
will not all out
6 to hit.
defense.
Yeah. All right, here we
Good
go. So 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
So that one comes out.
That was terrible.
Good thing you hit on 3s this turn.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I was hoping more 6s.
So 1 mortal wound.
1 mortal, but that attack now stops.
That stops.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
do damage for that.
And then I wound on a 4-up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 wounds, no rend, 1 damage.
5 wounds at a 3-up save.
Oh, I see 1.
Yep, that is
Just one.
Just 1. You know what? I did 1. I got rid of 1 guy. That's probably worth it. That's probably the best I could have hoped for there. that many less attacks.
Or more. You could have rolled more 6s.
Yeah.
I don't know why Rick or Nick can't roll 6s. Rick can't roll 6s?
Rick roll.
can't
Rick
roll
Rick
6s.
roll.
Rick roll.
Rick roll. I'm never going to give you
All
that.
right, so then it goes to you, sir.
Yes, and I will attack with.
You only got 1 other unit to
Indrasta.
attack.
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
you got 2 units.
I'm going to attack with Indrasta because you would be able to possibly remove them if they kill any and
That's
get
true.
out of combat. So Indrasta will attack. She has 4 attacks with her Blade of the High Heavens,
Oh my, that sounds like it does a lot of damage.
hitting on 3s.
Oh, she's not as good as a shooting.
No. And just want to double check. There's nothing. No. Yeah. Okay.
What's the rend on it?
Rend is -2.
What's your save, Nick?
My save on my guys is a 5-up.
So it's rend to -2, so
yeah.
it's going clean through.
Right through. It looks like a strong unit.
Yeah. Oh.
Now,
She misses 3 times.
And to be clear, I can't set to defend as well as the.
I believe you can because it's a different action.
So
All-out
when he
defense.
attacked me, I could have maybe do that right now. To give me a 6.
But you could theoretically,
Yes.
I'm not going to do it because
but you would have had to do it before the attack.
Yes.
Got it. Okay,
so
that
I
makes more sense.
apologize.
No worries.
I jumped the gun a little bit.
No worries.
with
I don't
my
think I
roll.
would have done it anyways. I just wanted to be clear on the order. I have only 1 command point left, and I'd like to use that on my turn.
Yes.
So I wound on a 2-up.
There's a wound. How much
Wound at
damage?
-1. It does 3 damage.
All right. So,
Rend
it's gonna,
2?
Rend -2.
so it kills 1 guy and does a damage to another.
Yes.
So it kills this one and does a damage to the guy beside him. Thank you.
You are. That didn't go as brutally as I thought it would.
No.
I thought it was going to.
really well. Oh, you still got another unit can fight.
Yes.
Now it goes to me. I've got 1 unit left here that can
Yep.
fight here. So you can't be within 3 inches of this guy, correct?
I can't be in melee range of that guy.
So that 3 inch isn't that 3 inches?
Half an inch. I
Half
think.
an inch is melee range.
Yes.
Okay, so I thought you could. So if you're in combat, that gets rid of that 3 inch bubble. That you
Yeah,
can be
because
within.
I'm in combat with that unit.
So other units beside them, you still could be within 3 inches of them.
I believe so.
I-
Okay,
yes.
just want to clarify that because you are
know.
'cause you are still within 3 inches of
Good
this
question,
unit.
chat. Can you move to within 3 inches of a unit you haven't charged?
Because that would have meant
Through
you'd have to be
piling
like
movements.
here. Not
Yes.
that it would have made a big difference. I'm curious.
I'm reading
is
it
a
right
good
now, and I don't remember reading that.
Okay, but while we're waiting for that, the slitters are gonna fight, and they got 3 attacks with their slitter knives. No, 2 attacks each. Ooh, very nice. So 6 attacks. And the champion adds another attack. Excellent. Yeah. So I hit you on 4s. So I've got 3 4s, and then I wound you on 5s. Nothing.
Nothing. Boo.
And then the Praetors get to strike back.
There's a lot of Praetors.
There is.
Well, the Vindicators went, and it's the Praetors are the
Yeah.
Halberdiers.
But I got rid of some of your attacks with that
Yes.
guy to kill one of them.
Because they get 3 attacks each,
Ooh.
hitting on 3s. Oh, 2 would fail. And then wounding on 3s.
3s and 3s, and how much damage do they do?
2 damage each.
They're pretty strong.
They're really strong.
So that is 4 at -1 rend.
All right, so 4 6s. I got a 6. So that does 2 damage for each of these.
Yes. 6
All right,
damage.
so
also.
6 damage. You killed. So you kill this guy, but the damage continues.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you actually killed
3 dudes.
3
and
guys
one
and one
guy's
has a
got
wound. Yeah. Okay.
You can pile.
You
You
could
can pile into a.
you could pile within 3 inches.
Okay.
Got it.
Thanks,
That-
chat.
Helps it be clear.
I've read the rule book I don't know how many times, and not all of it has stuck yet. My wife thinks I'm crazy. I've been sleeping with the rule book and reading it.
All right, that's the end of fighting, I believe.
Yes.
That
We
is.
go to my turn.
We actually go to the battle shock now.
Right,
Yes.
and I have some battle shock to take.
Oh, do you ever?
Yeah. So I can use a command point to make it not happen,
Yeah.
Yes.
but I think I want to save that command point. So I have
Now
abilities.
keep in mind, in the next hero phase, you can choose to try to get another command
yeah,
point.
but I think I want to do something else.
All right.
Ooh.
He's got a cunning
Ooh.
plan.
Got a cunning plan.
Is it
here.
a brutal plan or is it a cunning plan? Or is it cunningly
Sorry,
brutal
I want
or
to take a
brutally
different guy
cunning?
off. I
Yep.
apologize. Because the point is, then I'm gonna go.
Ah.
Is that the technical term for it?
Yes. Okay, so now we go to the battle shock.
Battle shock.
If you're okay with that.
Yeah, no, yes, of course.
So
So we start with your battle shock?
Yes, I have a bravery of 8. I lost 1 model,
doubt you
so
can
I
fail.
cannot fail.
so now I'm gonna go to these
They're like
guys here.
Space Marines in Sigmar. That's what they are.
So on a 1, I automatically fail because I only have a bravery of 5. Or does a 1 automatically pass, like in 40k?
Let's look it up.
Well, I'm gonna roll it anyways. We'll see what
Roll it
happens.
and see what happens.
I got a 5.
Oh,
which
no.
Definitely fails. However, I can use the Kilobosses that is not riding with Stabgrot, and he can make the all part of the plan.
Is that a command?
No, it just says if a friendly Cruel Boys units that's within 3 inches.
That is actually your standard bearer. That's your kill.
Oh no! Oh.
Well, his range is 12.
Yeah, but I gotta be within 3 inches.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Brent.
Yes.
Are your somebody's in coherency? Vindicators, are they in coherency?
No, so I will be removing models until, at the end of the turn, I will be removing models until they are in coherence.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Good catch, chat. Oh, Nick's deep in thought.
Oh! Would a friendly unit wholly within 12 inches of this, the flag bearer, all the damage you did from the spell in here, on a 5-up, I could have ignored it.
Oh.
Oh, but he didn't do that much.
New armies. New armies.
Yeah, I
New
could have
armies?
ignored
That's
that.
okay.
All right, but the banner doesn't do anything else besides that. He doesn't help them not run away.
So you could spend that command point to pass that bravery check.
Yes.
Start the command phase, roll a dice for each enemy unit. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I can spend the command point. I will now spend the command point. I'd like those guys to stay around because I
That
can
makes
possibly
sense.
rally them.
So we'll retcon that a little bit. We could possibly rally them. And away we
Rewind.
go.
Rewind.
Rewind, yes.
So if you're okay with that,
No, yeah, of course.
so I will get rid of that. I will make sure that they do not fail, and then these guys who are within 3 inches of the school boss, the killer boss, will only lose the musician because he's got annoying anyways.
Is it the drummer or the hornblower?
The hornblower.
He's
he
never
couldn't
in
find
tune.
the tune.
He's never in tune.
Couldn't find the tune. So
Seriously,
he'll run
listen
away.
to him.
He'll run away, but the rest won't, and so they'll stay and kill him back because
He
it's
sounds
all
like-
part of the plan.
He sounds like the wounded dolphin. Now we have coherency checks.
Yes.
So for units less than 5, they have to be within an inch of another model. For units more than 5, they have to be within an inch of 2 models.
Yes,
Ooh.
and this one is out.
Oh, you are right.
And everyone else is in. I piled in too
aggressive.
aggressively and
Lost a
just
guy.
died from loneliness.
You've done more damage to yourself than I have.
That's impressive. All right. End of your turn, though. You're within 6 inches of that objective.
Oh,
Yes.
I actually have to roll for this, and then if I fail, that ability kicks in.
Yes.
So I could get a 1 and still pass it, from my understanding. No.
No,
So
you
then they
don't.
fail, and then
I don't even think you can. I don't even think Battle Shock kicks in on 1.
all right.
I think it's just automatic.
So there's no automatic pass.
Nope.
Like in 40k. Great.
End of the turn, I am within 6, so I am going to raise your.
All right. So you're gonna raise this thing, getting you some points.
I have to do all 3 in order to have a major victory.
Raise. All right. Good job.
So Brent is leading.
All right. JT. Before I go into my turn,
Yes, sir.
Could you please read the rule of my ruse, which I can set buildings on fire?
Yes. Yes. So the ruse for Mr. Nick,
there's
because
a
Nick
building
likes his
here.
explosions.
And here, that would all be very tempting to light on fire.
Once per battle, in your hero phase, you can set fire to a terrain feature that is within 3 inches of a friendly hero. For the rest of the battle, models within an inch of that terrain feature at the end of their commanding player's movement phase are slain.
All right, I think this is a good target. Now let's clarify what's within an inch. Are all this like the goods from the marketplace within an inch? Is the tent within an inch, or is it just the building proper?
I'd say for flavor, it'd be everything would catch fire.
So we catch the goods on fire,
Got
the
goods on
hay.
fire.
Now
the
keep in mind, he
beer,
will
the-
get a chance to move away from it.
Yes.
So it's at the end of his movement phase.
But
if you lock him in combat and keep him there.
and it will hem me in because I can't.
I would
go
like
to,
that because what it means is that I can hold this flank.
Yes.
So I think that is a really great. Now, does my hero have to give up anything to do so?
No, it's just once per game. Your hero, within 3 inches of the hero, can set the building on fire.
Does it have to be at a certain time within the turn or anything like that? Anytime I want to?
Hero phase.
Hero phase.
Yeah.
Once per battle in your hero phase. That's
Oh,
now.
So I can't do that right now. So I'm
not?
going to have to hold him in combat.
Why not?
Because I have to move. I have to get close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
it's
not there yet.
outside of 3.
Has to be in
unfortunately.
I'm not close enough. I mean, I could teleport, but I don't think that we can do that.
That doesn't exist.
Can I set the well on fire?
I don't know. The ocean's on fire right now, so why not?
Your guy here? This would be perfect. Can we just set,
I mean, technically,
can we just set the well on fire?
the ocean is on fire, so I don't see why you can't set the terrain feature on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we want to do
It-
that?
It is a
Okay,
terrain-
I'll leave that up to the chat.
All right, chat. Can Nick set the well on
Can
fire
I
as a
set
terrain
the
feature?
well on fire, or do I have to set a building? The well seems a little silly, but I will. While you're
What about the
deciding that,
statue?
chat- or the statue? No, I have to be within 3, so it's only the well. But if the chat decides, I will. If not, in the meantime, while they're deciding that, I will do my heroic ability. Which I want to rally now.
You're going to try to do. That's in your command phase abilities. That's a command ability. So in your hero phase.
Oh, the hero phase comes before the command phase.
Yes.
Okay, so hero.
Hero phase and hero command abilities.
Now I'm gonna say it's my finest hour.
So now you need to get that command point though, because you're out of command points.
Oh, so I can't. What?
How many command points do you have remaining?
None.
Oh no, you can finest hour for free.
Yeah, I want to do
Yeah.
finest hour.
But the rally, you need the command point.
Rally is a command point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not gonna bother then, because I'd rather do the finest hour.
All right.
This
so
is the time. This
Nick
is my hour.
Nick is picking the finest hour. What do they say? What do they say, Tag?
What do you guys think they said?
Light
Set
it
it
on
on
fire!
Burn, baby,
SOS.
burn!
The well. How did this happen? Did we pour oil in the well? Maybe.
There you go.
It was a
It's
trap.
a
It was a
big-
cunning ploy.
It was
We
a
planned
cunning
this all
plan.
along. We took all the mead and beer from the inn and we put it down the well.
That's it. That's exactly it. We tricked you. You thought the Arrow Boys were the man-bolt skewer dudes. We're drinking the meat. No, they were pouring it down the well and set it on fire.
And it explodes from so much.
Which means everybody's going to have to run away from that.
Oh boy.
So, now your hero can perform a heroic action. In this
Which I'm going
case,
to
the
perform.
finest hour.
It's my finest hour. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to take mortal wounds because I'm going to go lock that unit in combat.
No, you're slain.
You're slain.
you die. You're within an inch of it.
Take him
you
with
die.
me.
So you're going to take your finest hour. So we'll tell everybody
When
what
does
that
it
does
happen? At the end of which?
at the end of their movement phase.
Oh, so I won't really be able to lock the many of these units in combat because they'll be able to run away,
Yeah. So it happens at the end of the commanding player's movement phase.
which is me.
Models within the inch of that terrain.
Oh, models that die.
Models for the rest of the battle. Models within 1 inch of that terrain feature at the end of their commanding player's movement phase.
Got it. So you'll
are
get a
slain.
chance to fall back and run away. All right.
But it's still really funny.
still fun.
Yeah.
Still fun.
So, finest hour. It's on your cruel boss. What's his actual title?
It's the Killer Boss.
The Killer Boss.
The Killer Boss on Great Gashtooth. I need a name for him. I need
Dave.
No, he's gonna be Bastooth.
That's too.
Bastooth?
I need Bashtooth. He bashes a tooth in. Bastooth.
I still like Dave.
AKA Dave.
Dave. Dave. Bashtooth McBitey stab.
Like it.
There you go. So, finest hour. Friendly hero gets +1 to wound rolls and +1 to save rolls till the end of the turn.
Do you still fail on a 1? Because he hits on 2s. No, he hits on 3s. Never mind.
Yeah, you would still fail on 1s.
Okay. So I don't have the command point to rally.
Nope.
So poor guys. Oh well.
Brent does have the option to do a heroic phase
Oh
action.
yeah. What do you want to do?
I am going to use Finest Hour as well. This will be on Indrasta.
Oh,
That's only for this turn.
that's only for this
For
turn.
your turn.
Yes.
I'm not going to charge you.
She can look menacing.
I'm going to go kill these guys.
Shake your fist.
Maybe.
Oh, ooh.
Maybe.
Interesting. All right.
Okay, question.
Yes.
If I garrison this building, can I attack from the building?
Yeah.
Are these guys considered in combat?
As long as you're not, you can't because you're within 3 inches of an enemy.
So I can't garrison the building because the
Within 3 inches
building's
of an
within
enemy.
3 inches of an enemy?
Because you're within 3 inches of the enemy.
I don't understand that.
So let me read that to you. So we.
You could also, if you could, move block.
Yeah.
Him from getting away from that wall.
I don't see how I can do that because I got to get around him and I can't go through this building.
Okay.
Can set up.
I'd like to. I would really like to, but I don't see how I can.
So, garrisoning a terrain, wholly on, faction terrain, defensible terrain, can be garrisoned, which is 17-2, up to 60, up to 30, up to 15. Models with a wound character to 10 can't do it. Units of models garrisoning a terrain feature are in that terrain feature's garrison. So yes, you can actually just go right into it.
Okay, but
You just can't leave it, and you have to be outside of 3 of enemy units. That's where I was reading the 3.
Okay,
so
so
you can walk into it.
I can walk into it. My clarification though is: are we in combat because we're so close, or does he have to charge me for me to?
He
be
would
in
have to
combat?
charge into the garrison.
Got it. Okay, so then there's no point to that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt, because he's moved 5, and with a good charge, I could go around here and get right here and lock this one model in combat, so that this well explodes him.
So that kills one dude.
I'll take it.
Don't
Try
forget
to
your
lock
magic,
Indastra in place.
I can't lock Indastra in place because she flies.
She flies.
So there's no point.
But you do have your spells to begin with in your hero phase.
Yes.
So you need to cast spells.
Oh, that's before the movement phase.
Yep, hero phase is spells.
Okay. What do I got for spells here?
Oh, you got some cool stuff. You can dish out a mortal wound, or if you're close enough, dish out D3.
So there's no point to getting +1 to my charge rolls in this turn because I'm so close.
But that -1 to charge rolls would have actually really helped you
I think
last
what
turn.
I'd really like, though, is to be able to, in your hero phase, if it's more than 3 inches from enemy units, I can, instead of attempting to cast any spells, I can make my on mortal wounds on 6s go
Become
on 5s. So I'm going to put that on the kill boss right here.
Ah.
I think that's what I'm going to do there.
That's a ton of damage then.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So he's going to come in and wipe some things out.
Cool.
I think that's what needs to happen with him.
So you give him the potion, or the elixir.
Yeah, I give him poisons and elixirs. Yeah.
Very cool. So it's what the Swamp Collar Shaman can do is he can actually increase your save by 1, or he can make your
He's given a
crew boys
poison,
roll.
so he gives coats his weapons and poisons.
So
essentially.
the crew boys on 6s, crew boy Oryx on 6s automatically do mortal wounds equal to their weapon damage. So now it's going to be on 5s. So that boss man's going to get in there and not have to worry about rolling to wound.
Yeah.
I can see some damage happening. So now you get to move.
All right.
We have a flaming well.
I love
Seriously.
it so much.
I mean, it does make me giggle because literally the ocean is
Can I
on
move
fire
in here
right
and
now.
fight, or just blocked? Like, so am I stuck here?
Yeah, you'd be stuck there.
Okay, so I couldn't get into their fight.
Right.
But I could go around here. But I got to stay 3 inches away from you.
Yes.
So
And mind the well.
So if I declare so clarification is how this works.
Yeah.
This guy wants to declare a charge against this guy. When I do so, say I'm successful, can I move around here, even though this guy's here, or does this guy block me from being able to move around here and charge him?
They would block you because you can't not charge within 3 inches of another unit.
Okay.
So you'd basically have to.
You could pile into within 3
yes,
inches,
but you can't. Any movement.
can't do a charge move into
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Okay. Well then,
You guys can take the deployment zone markers off, by the way.
Oh.
yeah, sure. I gotta get past you somehow. Like I gotta get. You know what? He's gonna garrison this building.
Ah.
The character is?
He's gonna hide.
He's got the Belcher banner, right?
Yeah. Now, can I still do abilities while I'm garrisoning a building?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he basically does a burst of mortal wounds for each unit within 3 inches of this unit.
Okay, so for garrisoning building, because it's a normal move, you can't use a normal move to move within 3 inches of an enemy model. So he's
So is the building? Are they within
Yeah,
3
got
inches
it.
of the building?
Got
Then
it.
you couldn't go to it.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay, so he's just going to move up. So he's within 3 inches of the wing girl, and these chopper dudes. And then, what do I want to do? Do I want to come back here and deal with this? Because I need to deal with this. I've got my one time to like really punch through your lines. I need to punch through your lines.
Yes, you do.
So I'm going to ignore you because you have to take all 3.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go all out here. So these guys are going to, I can't run in advance. I don't think I'm going to be able to lock you in here. So I'm just going to charge.
Now, a thing with Age of Sigmar, you can shoot into combat.
Can you?
Yes.
Do you risk hitting your own guys?
No.
Excellent.
But you have to be at a
Do you-
certain range.
If you're
Within-
engaged, can you still shoot?
Yes.
A unit that is within 3 inches of any enemy units can only target enemy units that are within 3 inches of it.
Got it. So if you're engaged, you can only target the unit that you're engaged with.
Yes.
That makes sense. So these guys, their weapon range is 1 inch. So they'll have to be quite close to do any fighting. But that's okay. I would like... It's tight. It's tight. I've got to basically annihilate this unit. If I can annihilate this unit, I can punch right through. Let's try it. Let's try it. And then it's going to move up.
Decisions. Don't forget, you got arrow boys in that building.
Yeah.
still.
Oh yeah. No, they could fire rapid fire even over here if they wanted to.
But keep in mind, you could target Indrasta.
Yeah.
You'll just be -1 to
I
attack
think I
her.
just ignore interest.
Well, how much damage do you do?
It only does 2 damage. It's not bad.
So if all 3 hit, you do 6
but
damage. How many wounds
these
do you
guys
have?
These guys are more of a threat.
They are. Can you see them?
From here? Oh yeah, from the building.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
So what's their defense? What's their
They
save?
have a 2-up save.
Oh yeah.
But you're Ren 2, aren't you?
Ren 1.
Ren 1.
So I think there's better choices for them. Okay, this is hard. This is hard to decide what I'm
It's
doing
hard.
here.
Well,
Well, let's go to the shooting phase.
fortune favors the bold.
Fortune phase always favors the bold. Let's go to the shooting phase, and I'm going to target the arrow boys in here. The man skewer bolt boys. Sounds fun. And they
Sounds like a boy band.
they need help. These guys need help, so they're going to fire right into combat here. So they got 3 shots, hitting on 2s. Yeah, hit them all.
Everybody hits. Wounding on 3.
Winning on 3s. Oh, only 1.
Only 1 wound.
Rend 1, 2 damage.
So that is a 4-up save.
2 things.
Yep.
There are no declaring charges in AOS. You just roll the dice, and whatever you get into range of is whatever you.
Yep.
That's nice.
Second, please give us a disclaimer that we're not to set things on fire in real life.
No, we're not supposed to set things on fire
don't,
in real life.
Don't do that in real life.
Nick,
Please,
like-
especially in the heat wave that we're experiencing.
This is the closest we could find to an AOS explosion
I'm
in
taking
with
it.
these armies, so we had to give it to Nick. It's the only reason we did it, because Nick loves this explosion.
All
So
right.
don't explode stuff in real life either. That's bad.
Unless they're fireworks.
No,
in a
even then
safe
that's
and
bad.
controlled environment.
In a safe and controlled, like in the middle of the ocean. No, wait a minute. That is on fire, as I've mentioned already. So don't blow stuff up. It's not good.
Roll your save.
4-up save.
Fail it.
Yes.
2 damage.
Take him out.
That.
Because you've already
will-
taken damage.
Yes.
So
and
kills a dude?
Unfortunately, I was silly and put that on my champion.
Oh no! And how many wounds do they have?
They have 3 each.
So that kills him right to the wound.
Yep.
Excellent. Good job, skewer boys.
I think you've got a Belcher banner to use, don't you?
That happens in the charge phase.
Oh, interesting.
Apparently, they're like, check it for me, but
I will.
I think it's in the charge phase.
But you got some Hobgob Slittas.
I do. So I'm going to throw all the bombs. Both the guys in combat and the guys out of combat. They're all going to fire right at this big mob right in front of them. Each get 1 attack to do so. So the 1 attack here. Woo! 1 hits. And that's not a wound. And then we got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Does your champion give an extra attack
Not for
that?
the grenades.
Not for the grenades.
Just the close combat weapons. That's a lot of failures.
Wow.
So they only hit on a 4.
And you're out of command points,
I'm
aren't
out
you?
of command points for sure. I used them all.
You had to.
There we go.
3 wounds,
3
though?
wounds. Look at that. I'll take that.
No rend?
I don't believe there's any rends on 6s. It's for the slit of knives.
Yeah.
Yeah, they score 2 hits instead of 1. So 3 wounds.
3 wounds, 3-up saves. Makes them all.
Nothing. A lot of shooting for nothing. Okay. Well, then we go on to the combat phase. And now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the WOG!
That's not a loud WOG.
Well, I didn't want to be too loud because the microphone's right here.
WOG.
I have a good friend that he was known as the WA Whisperer, and so he would do this whenever the WA time came. He would go, a WA. And I've always remembered that.
The WA
So that was his
Whisperer.
nickname. We always called him the WA Whisperer.
WA Whisperer.
So if you're watching,
So your Merkboy Shaman dude, this happens in the combat phase.
yes, that's what I thought.
So at the start of the combat phase, not charging, but the combat phase.
Yeah, got it. All right, so now let's do some charging. So first off, my big dude, my Killaboss, is going to charge right in to your guys there.
Just mind the flaming well. Oh, and a movement phase. Is anybody within an inch on your side?
I should have stayed away.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yep, I'm good. He's got 2 units for it currently within an inch.
They gotta move.
I'm in.
8.
Yeah, that's fine. And then the
Decisions.
gotta do this
Decisions.
because I gotta make
decisions.
room for him to come in. And then we will do the other Killaboss. 3 to 5, we're good. Then we will do the rest of the Slittas.
The big squad of 10.
Big squad of 10, and they will just pile in theirs.
I think he's coming for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to down your flank. If I can do it, I can punch through and start collecting those.
I mean, he set the
juicy
middle of the
objectives.
map on fire.
Yeah.
Don't do that at home.
I probably should have done this building, but the well was fun.
But
The
that's
well
way
was
more
fun. Can't get everyone in combat, I don't think. All right, and then do I charge the lady? No, because she's just gonna kill me.
Yeah, there's no heroic intervention or anything like that. So you
Yeah,
can
so
just
I'm not
leave her
gonna
alone.
bother. So now we do. That's the end of the charge phase. Now we
What
go
about
to
your
the-
swamp collar shot?
Now we do that.
Do you want him to charge into combat?
No, there's nothing for him to charge into. Unfortunately, I'd love him to charge into combat, but there's nothing for him to charge into except for the lady with the big giant spear and the scary wings.
Hey, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that. She will kill him. So, at the start of each combat phase, roll a dice for each enemy unit within 3 inches. Now, there's 2 units within 3 inches, the halberd dudes and the lady, the scary lady. On a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 to 5, you get 1 more wound. On a 6, you get D3.
All right, so for the lady,
Scary lady! Take 1 mortal wound.
Mortal wound.
on a 4-up, he ignores it.
Yes,
Oh,
because I have a
very
ward
nice.
save.
Very nice. Ho, ho, ho. And then on the halberd dudes. Oops, that doesn't count.
Keep it in the box, Nick.
Got it. So you do 1
One mortal and a
wound.
One
halberd.
mortal. Oh, they are down to 2.
How many guys left in that unit? Just the 2?
Just the one.
Just the one.
Yeah.
You got a pile.
I'm
Pick them up.
losing that flank.
You'll lose both flanks, and then you're gonna be overwhelmed. All right, so let's do some fighting. So
Did you charge the well?
I did charge the well. However, my guys only die on my turn at the end of my movement phase, so I will get an opportunity
Yes.
to run away from it.
You will get an opportunity to run
this.
away.
Don't worry. I know it seems silly and it might seem overzealous, but I actually got some smarts going on here.
Besides, he was getting chilly and needed to warm up.
Exactly.
It's cold.
It's
in
like,
the,
wait,
in-
that's all my alcohol. You guys put in that alcohol?
It's cold in the mortal realm.
There's my beer.
All the wind from those wings is making it chilly. Who's fighting first, Nick?
So I got to do this carefully because he's just going to fight with this big unit and kill something. So I think I got to go with my big guy first and kill as many as possible.
Big dog.
So Killaboss on great.
Now keep in
Gosh,
mind,
tooth.
on 5s to hit, he does mortal wounds equal to his damage now.
Yep.
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 And finest hour. So what does finest hour do?
+1 to hit.
+1 to hit. And +1 to save.
Yeah, it's going to be excellent. It's going to be excellent. So he gets 4 attacks base. And
The
then
mount doesn't
the
benefit from the cruel boy roll.
No, but the mount also gets 4 attacks.
Yes.
Hitting. So let's do his attacks first.
Come
to make sure
on,
I'm not doing anything.
5s! Sorry, Brent.
And add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made by this unit if the unit made a charge this turn. So
It's still natural 5s.
But is it unlike 40k where it stacks? Like, do I get +2?
I believe you would, yes.
Yes.
So I'm hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
Yes.
I already was hitting on 2s. I'm hitting on 1s, but I'm guessing
You're
1s
hitting
on
on 2s.
Fey.
But so if he had a negative to hit, then it would
Yeah.
offset.
Yeah.
that.
All right, so 4 attacks. I feel like I should have more, but
4's a lot for a single model. Especially when you roll them in the bucket. Oh, no! But
No!
2 5s.
2 5s. So these are mortal wounds that do 2 damage each.
So 4 mortal wounds.
So that'd be 1 dies, another dies, and then a wound gets put onto the other.
And then you roll for damage?
Yeah, I roll for 2 wound on a 3-up. That's another wound at -1.
Rend 1.
So they are a 4-up.
Ah!
Fails.
Takes another 2 damage.
And then his mount attacks with 4 dice.
Now this doesn't benefit from the cruel boy.
No, but it does get the finest hour and the +1 to hit for making a charge. So I hit you 3 times. Another 1.
Yeah, you roll lots of ones.
And we're gonna do 2 more times at Rend -2.
Oh.
AP, and how much damage?
Someone is saying finest hours +1 to wound, and you maximum +1s.
Oh, you max plus.
You don't stack.
That makes sense.
+1 to wound rolls, and yeah, it's +1 to wound rolls, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't
we got
think
it backwards.
I don't think it mattered.
No, it didn't matter.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I was already +1 to hit as well
Yeah.
for being for charging.
Yes.
So it's +1 hit and +1 to wound. Great.
Yeah. So
Because you had 2 mortals,
Yeah.
and yeah.
yeah, 5 ups. Makes 1.
So 2 damage.
2 damage.
Ho ho ho!
He did good. How many did he kill? He killed
He killed 4
4 guys by
and
himself.
wounded 1.
By
And
himself.
Brent, how many command actions do you have left?
I have 2.
Oh, somebody might be rallying.
Yep.
But the champion is dead.
Yes, but I do have a hero within 12 inches.
There you go.
Got it. All right. Well, I'm assuming you're gonna attack with that unit next.
I will.
Yeah.
And I will put. Let's see. They
Now
have
keep in
2
mind, did
range.
you pile? Because you pile after you before
I'm
you fight,
as
right?
close as possibly I
Gotcha.
can go. There's
Yeah.
no closer these orcs can be. They're hugging you right now. You can smell the stench.
Orcs just want hugs.
He's gotta get that shield close enough. Lick, lick, lick.
So I will be putting 3 into your Kiloboss
Yep.
on foot, and 2 into the unit that just charged them.
Got it.
So Brent still gets to pile 3 as well.
Yeah.
Yes, but
He doesn't really need to.
no,
but,
I'm 2-inch range. I'm pretty well
Yeah.
where I'm going to be. So 2 attacks. These are 4 attacks into your Slitas. On 3s, 6 is a mortal wound.
1 mortal wound.
1 mortal wound.
Okay. This is on the Slitas.
Yep. And then 2 at 3 ups. 1 more at -1.
1 more at -1. So that goes right through. Kills another one.
Yep. And then the other
Is that
3.
the 10-man unit?
Yep.
And this is the
he
other
attacked the full one. That was from last turn.
Yeah.
And the champion gets an extra 1. And these are going
One
into
guy
your
left in the unit?
Kiloboss.
2 guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
These are on 3s into your
Kiloboss. On foot Kiloboss.
2 mortal
Oh!
wounds.
Oh, nicely done. Okay,
2 mortal wounds,
Kill
and then
boss
2
on
hits.
2 hits.
So that goes right through. So he's down to 4.
Because he has no ward, does he?
Nope. 4 wounds remaining.
And on 3s? No.
Oh,
just the
snake
2 mortal
eyes!
wounds.
Just the mortals.
Great. Well, next, because you're done over here, I'm going to go over here and try to down this one last guy. So I've got the three dudes, the 3 gut
Gut-Rippas.
rippas that get 2 attacks each, and the sergeant, the champion who gets an extra 1.
Stab him!
I hit on
Oh,
4s.
that's a lot of hits.
That's good.
Now they're cruel boys.
Which means 2 mortal wounds.
That is enough to finish the
The Gut Rippers!
God rippas! They ripped your guts out. They are literal. Do I do a consolidate or
Nope.
at this stage? Or I just
You would
stay
have
where I am?
piled, and then that's it.
Excellent. Oh, the way is clear for much damage in the future here.
The way is shut. No, the way is clear.
We're very clear. All right, so
dead guard this.
I've got 3 more units to fight with here. So I'm going to go with the other Kiloboss. So
So Brent has to pass because he has none that he can fight with.
Yeah.
So from the boss Haka, he can choose between 3 different weapons. Ooh, very interesting.
Ooh, what are the ranges on those weapons?
1 inch, 2 inch, and 1 inch, but I'm in range of all of them. To hit on 3s, or to wound. Why would I do the prize shiv?
Well, that's the extra attack from his buddy. Whenever he takes wounds, you could have kicked it over to him.
Oh, he hasn't taken. Oh, I could.
And on a 6,
Yeah, I'm
he
okay.
takes it.
He's.
and
Oh, so
dies.
he. Okay, so my other. Oh, that's the other dude fighting.
So before we go on, let's make sure we get this rule right. Now you have the stab grot.
yes, I do
Now
have a
read
stab
what
rod.
stab grot does. Basically, on a 1 to 5, he takes the wound and dies. On a 6, he takes the wound and doesn't die.
He's gonna.
so you can-
he's fine. He's gonna stay where he is. I'm not gonna take those wounds.
You can keep him,
Yeah,
but
I
he
wanna
gets
keep
his
him.
extra prize shiv attack.
Yeah, but he gets an extra attack. He gets
that's
three
the,
attacks.
That's the prize shift.
The prize Shiv gets 3 attacks. The little dude is going to sneak in and try to get your ankles.
So they both attack at the same time.
Yeah, but I'm just doing it
'Cause
first. So he hits on 4s. He got 2
hits.
hits, and he wounds you on 4s. Got nothing.
those Snake Eyes guys are rolling like crazy. What the heck's going on here?
And then I either get 4 attacks or 2 attacks, but they both do the same amount of damage.
Was one a ranged attack?
Oh, it's 2 inch. That's why the difference is. Yeah, it's a 2 inch. But they're all melee weapons. So I'm going to do the Boss Haka
Boss
with 4
Haka.
attacks.
Now
Hitting on
remember,
3s.
on 6s, you do mortal wounds.
Yes, indeed. I got a 6. 1 mortal wound. Kills a dude.
Is it 1 damage only?
Sorry, no, it's 2 damage.
2 mortals, and then 3 wounds.
No, I got to roll for the wounds yet.
Or 3 hits, I should say.
2 more wounds.
2 more rend.
Ren 1.
2 more rend, 1, 2 damage each.
Okay. 2 minus 1, you said?
Yeah.
4 ups.
Oh, 2 damage each.
2!
Oh, yeah. My boss is just slicing through them.
Boss Haka.
Can the little gits
4.
finish him off?
How many have gone this turn?
Well, none of the gits have.
Oh, but look, 6
6
dead.
He's got 2 left.
Yeah.
I want to finish that unit with the gits. The little gits. the little slitters. They're going to slit your...
2 left or 3 left?
I have 2 left.
He's got 2 left, but only 3 wounds remaining.
Yeah.
You're missing 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I think that
Oh,
guy's dead,
yeah, he's dead.
Okay, so we've got 9, 10, 11. If you're okay, I'm just roll them all together.
Yes, of course.
Because I don't think you can get out of combat. So I've got 3 attacks with the 2 guys remaining. And then I've got 9 guys remaining plus 1 extra. So they get... Oh, no, it's 2 attacks per guy. So 3 and 2.
So do them one at a time.
Yeah,
and
do
make
it 1
it
or 2.
Yeah.
All right, so the unit of 2 gets 5 dice. Hits in none.
There you go.
And then the unit of 9 gives 18
Plus 1.
19 dice.
19 dice.
4, 5, 8, 9, 10.
It's like a Tau shooting phase. Look at all the dice.
Oh.
Is that the sound that Hobgob Slitters make? Oh, look at all those 4s.
does.
Now, if only they had the Curl Boy roll.
I wish. It would be so dead.
They'd be so dead. These guys have no rend either.
No,
do
it's a 5 up, no rend.
Just pure dice.
Stab
Pure
good.
dice.
Although, shoot,
they? Any 6s to hit are extra hits.
are 2 extra hits.
So you had 4 6.
You had
You
4
saw
6,
4?
at
Okay, so
least
4 extra hits.
2 extra hits or 4? Or,
It says make a wound roll for each extra hit. It scores 2 hits on the target instead of 1.
gotcha.
So just an extra hit. So it's on 5's to wound. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh, 7.
7 wounds.
7. That's a fair amount.
That's not bad.
I got him.
You have 3 wounds to save.
Yes.
3 wounds left.
On 3 ups. Ooh.
Oh yeah, let's do
Space
it.
Marines!
1, 2. No, you got 1 guy with 1 wound remaining.
Oh, wow!
That's so frustrating. Maybe
But he
uses
might.
bravery.
Well,
But he's got
somebody
command
has.
points
He's
left.
got command points.
Oh, so close. Almost did it. That was fun though.
That's pretty wild. That was pretty wild. What's left?
That would be it for the command phase, or combat phase.
That's it for combat. So now we go to Battle Shock.
Battle Shock.
Okay, I can't fail with the guy that lost 1 guy, and that's the only guy I lost
Can you fail? What's his bravery?
5.
So you can fail with a unit that lost 1.
True, on a 6.
On a 5.
Nope, he's better.
He's good.
He's brave. All those other dudes are saying stay in the fight.
Now,
And the other unit didn't get hurt.
Nope.
I will be spending a command point for inspiring presence
Keep them there.
from him. He was 12 inches away.
So that means that they don't have to take a bravery test?
That is correct.
They don't have to take Battle Shock.
Got it. Now, I'm recommending that you just leave this person here and not move him.
So that ends this turn.
Chat, what do you think? I think he should remain his guy there. What do you think?
I don't think so. So that ends the turn. 2 turns down. How long are we into this? Oh, we're actually 2 o'clock. We're 2:15. We're about right where we figured. I think we're probably going to see the result pretty quickly here, because
He
this
doesn't
is
have
about
much
to end.
left.
He doesn't. Yeah, but he's winning
Currently.
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 So that means it's time for the priority roll, gentlemen. Roll the dice.
Just 1 dice.
Ooh. You get the choice.
I'm going to go first.
You want to go first. All right, so a command and a command. And because you're going second, 2 command. Now, this is worth noting that the stuff that Brent had left over last turn just goes away.
Yes.
And we start with Nick's hero phase.
Excellent. Okay, so can I rally now?
You
That's
have
it. That's in my command phase.
That's in your.
Heroic
That's
phase
your
first.
hero phase command ability.
Okay, and I can't do Finest Hour again.
No, you cannot.
I can do a Finest Hour with another character.
Another character.
A different
another
character
hero.
can do Finest Hour?
Another hero can have finest hour.
Ooh.
So, and heroic recovery also exists, so you can heal wounds back. But it starts with your hero action.
Okay. That's a really hard choice to make.
So you can heroic leadership, heroic willpower, finest hour, or heroic
What does
recovery.
heroic leadership do?
Heroic leadership is the extra command point.
Yeah. Okay.
Heroic willpower is just the ability to deny a spell. Their finest hour is to pick a friendly hero and add 1 to wound rolls for attacks, which we just did. And the heroic recovery is pick a friendly hero and roll 2d6. If you roll under their bravery, you heal d3 wounds. Equal to the bravery, you heal 1.
Got it. I'm just trying to get another command point.
So on a 4th,
With
you
the
get a
Kill
command
Boss. The Kill Boss said, "Enough of you guys trying to inspire me. I'm going to inspire myself." And he goes, "Ah!"
No.
He fails.
He doesn't even inspire himself.
He's like, "Wow.
What's
I gotta
Brent
go
gonna
rethink
do?
my actions. Gotta go rethink my life."
I will also do heroic inspiration or leadership.
Heroic leadership.
I will give it to my knight or Lord Imperator
Lord Imperatant.
because
And he gets it.
yay!
So he gets an extra command. Now, hero phase command abilities. Spending a command action.
I want to try to rally this unit here.
Yes, you
I
can.
want to try to get some guys back.
So, start of the hero phase, you must be more than 3 from all enemy units.
Oh, I'm not more than 3. I'm within 3 of the girl.
The one giving the order or the unit?
The unit that receives the command must be more than 3 inches from all enemy units.
Okay. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
can't do this to anybody. Too bad. So I will not do that. Is there?
You could give the Hobgob Slitters back.
Nope, because they're within 3 inches as well.
Ah,
So I can't do that with anybody.
that's unfortunate.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Getting stuck in. Now, keep in mind, end of your movement phase, you need to be away from that well.
Yes, I do. Okay, so then I move on to some psychic abilities.
You can move your caster spells. Interesting. Decisions.
If they're given an elixir, a unit that has been given a poison elixir, okay.
While he's thinking about that, JT and Brent, if you choose an army to swap from 40k to fantasy or fantasy to 40k, which army and why?
Ooh.
That's for Brent or for JT or for who?
For Brent and I. That's a good question, eh? To
For
swap?
any of you, yeah, to swap.
To swap.
I'd
What'd
like
you
to
say?
see Tyranids in fantasy.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
A bunch of monstrous bugs taking on the mortal realms.
That'd be pretty cool. They all have to band together to fight them
Yeah,
off.
you know what? I think, because Necrons are kind of Tomb King-ish.
The flying dwarves, the Cacarodons or whatever they are, in 40k would be cool.
I miss my fantasy dwarves so much. But honestly, I want to see Fire Slayers or just the Dawi, the Dwarden in general.
I know what I'm doing.
I want to see them in 40k.
Okay, I don't know how I'm doing. Okay, to clarify, can you do psychic abilities to a unit that's in combat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get this guy gone so that I can go out here.
You do.
So I'm going to try to, is it Psychic Bolt?
Arcane Bolt.
Arcane Bolt.
Bolt.
My Swamp Collar is going to Arcane Bolt this one last remaining stupid Storm Caller.
Is he stupid?
He's very stupid. I got a 6.
It goes off on a 5, but he can deny it with his
Yes.
caster.
Which I will attempt.
Unbind the spell.
do. Unbound.
Unbinding!
No!
No!
I
'cause you're
tied. I have to beat.
Yes! Excellent! That's exactly
One-
what needed to happen!
One mortal
No.
wound.
Make a casting roll. If it's casting roll, I'm going to miscast unbinding. Yep. 1 unbinding per. Make an unbinding roll greater than the roll. Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Your spells are not
Smoked.
as good as mine. Good job, Swamp Caller.
So that's the end of your hero phase.
Yep, and now I get to move
Now
into
you get your
movement.
movement phase.
Excellent. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Okay, okay. Who do I want to kill? So 10.
Who do I want to kill?
I need to take that out. So I need to I need to do some things really fast here, really hard. Okay, I wasn't able to rally, wasn't I? Oh, because I was in range of enemy guys, that's why. Okay.
Now, if we go back for
Yep.
a second, before you move,
Yep.
cast spells are in your command phase.
Yep.
So you killed him with a spell. You can rally with that unit now.
Good point,
Yes,
Brent.
let's do.
You could rally the
Yes,
Slidus.
might as well. Might as well spend a command point to try to rally him. So there's 8 guys that are missing.
8 guys are missing, yeah.
So I roll a d6 on a 6.
There's
for
9
each one.
guys on the board over here for some reason.
Because one is from the second unit.
Gotta be, yeah.
So on a 6, a guy comes back.
For every 6, a guy comes back.
I got 1.
I got 1. You get 1.
The horn is back. Is like, oh man. And one guy picked up the horn. Is like, what's this? All right, you're the horn blower. Get in here.
Oh, Horatio.
That was a waste of command point. I kind of feel.
But it could have been huge.
Could have been, but it wasn't.
See if I roll 4 dice and I get 1. So
It could have been,
I'm just better.
but it wasn't. All right, and this guy's gonna go over here in the hopes of, in the charge phase, doing some mortal wounding here to your guys, because within 3 inches he can possibly with his banner.
Within 3 inches, you cannot move within 3 inches unless you charge.
What? Then how do you do that? I guess I have to get in combat?
You have
Yeah.
to be close enough, yeah. So
So I couldn't have done that last time then.
theoretically, no. I thought he charged. I missed that. That's my mistake. You have to be within 3 inches of the unit.
Breath of the Mandrakes. Belchabanas.
Belch-
Oh, it's the banner that's belching fire.
Yes.
That's so cool. Each enemy unit within 3 inches of that unit at the start of the command phase. So yeah, I gotta charge things.
Yep.
All right, so he'll that's fine. He'll go here. He'll move here. So he'll hopes of charging over there.
All right. Where's the rest of the dudes going?
Well, I think we're gonna. This guy's gonna sacrifice himself to slow down these dudes over here, and I'm hopefully gonna damage them with the shooters over here. And
Then the swamp boss on Dave.
so at the end of the movement phase, if I'm within 1 inch.
You die.
All right, that's good to note. Go over here.
Got to be outside of 3.
3 inches.
Right, I keep forgetting that. That is hard to remember.
Now they can run.
If they ran, they get a free 6.
If you spend a command point. Or
you just roll
a d6.
They need to get within 6 of the center. They need a 4.
Are they doing anything else?
They need to spend the command point. I need to start getting rid of the. So I'm going to spend
Who's
the
going to
command.
give that command to them though?
The sergeant of the unit.
Okay. So they run, automatically move 6.
All right, so I can do all the way to here. Ah! Wait, where's that? No, sorry. This is the
Unit of 4.
Unit of 4 guys. So 6, 11.
There you go. So what are you thinking, Brent? What are your chances?
No, it's only a unit of 3 guys. Because I brought 1 back.
You brought 1 back.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you thinking, Brent?
I'm thinking.
Keep
Depending
stealing
on,
objectives at the back and hope to win?
I'm thinking I might be able to win this turn.
I think you actually might, yes.
You can
I
win
see
this
that as
turn?
well. I see it.
How do you think you can win this turn?
Oh, we're not going to tell you.
How do you think you can win? I don't think you can win this
We're
turn.
putting pressure on you.
Or is it mind games? Who knows?
Ooh.
I don't think you can win this turn. Oh, this guy's got to go with this guy.
It's very helpful, actually, having read the rulebook many, many times now, to actually see the game being played and to kind of be this, like for me, is huge because, and chat's been really helpful. Really appreciate you guys shouting out when we're making those minor mistakes. The whole embarking into defensible terrain. No, you can't because there's a unit within 3 of it. You're within 3 of them now. You can't do that.
Oh, there's gotta be a
I really, I couldn't fathom that while I was reading this and seeing it now and actually hearing it. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
This is a really cool game. I'm
It's-
liking this rule set.
It
I'm
feels-
hoping it doesn't get so much more bogged down with additional rules and special abilities that this does this and this does this. Because like
It's quick and nasty.
Yeah.
And I mean, Wendy, we're taking forever.
Be careful of coherency.
who's when does
Oh!
coherency taking place?
End of the move. End of the. excuse me. End of the battle round or turn.
And
Well, I'm
the
gonna be
turn.
charging anyway, so it's not.
They ran.
Yeah.
That can't charge.
Yep.
Oh, these guys are fine. This is unit 3.
Yeah.
They're fine. These guys are all within coherency.
As long as you don't fail your charge.
Yeah.
They're good.
Huh?
They're good. These guys aren't out of coherency. They're all within 1 inch of 2 models.
Perfect.
Sorry, this guy.
There you go.
Like that. Now there.
All right. So
Okay,
is that the
thank
end of
you,
movement?
chat.
Shoosting.
Shoostings. Let's do some shoostings. All right, these guys in here are going to shoot at these guys right here. So archers. Pew, 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 pew.
Heat up all the models and then you hide them in the building.
You could have at least put them on the top shelf and
three
taken
of
the
them.
roof off.
Sure. Here you go. Now you can see them.
Put them on the top shelf. They're archers. They get height.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no benefit, but it's still cool. Aside from the fact that we break the terrain.
All right. Pew, pew, pew. I could do double shots if I wanted.
What is the rend on that?
The rend on them is minus 1.
And you're 2 up.
I'm thinking I want to. I have 4, so the
All out
champion-
defense.
all out defensing. So
Raise shields!
You know what? So then if you're going to do that instead, because I'm within 12 inches, I'm actually going to risk it and do double the amount of shots, but hit on 4s instead of 2s.
There you go. And any 6s.
Statistically, I should get 1 extra hit.
And any 6s.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Are
hoping.
mortals.
That's what I'm hoping.
Let's get the schmutz out of the box. Here we go! There's a 6.
There's a 6. I got 3 hits. So this becomes a 2 damage,
2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds,
And then you wound on 3s.
and wound on 3s. 2 wounds
2
at
wounds.
-1.
At -1.
I guess I probably should have rolled that to see.
2 2-ups.
2-ups. They are A-okay.
But you know what? That's going to make all the difference because this guy's going to finish him off.
Right.
So this ability that you just did was only till the end of that phase.
The phase, yes.
So you're not going to get in the combat phase unless you declare it again. But you can't declare it again,
Right.
can you? Because you declared it with that unit?
Yeah.
That unit can only declare each of those abilities once.
Yes.
Got it. You can't say it once per turn? Once per...
It's once per turn.
turn, okay.
Per
Got it.
command ability.
All right, shooting. Okay, then all of these guys are going to shoot all their bombs into this guy.
Okay.
So the unit of 3 over there pew, hits you twice. Wounds you once. The stick bombs have a rend of -1.
4-up save.
Good.
He's all right.
7. And
And
then
these are the guys that ran?
Oh, they can't fire.
But they can because of the horn.
Right.
the horn.
Got the horn. Yeah. So these guys also hit on 4s. So they hit you 3 times. Unfortunately, you don't get mortal wounds. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds at -1.
3 4-ups. Failed 1.
1 damage.
He is down to 6.
Okay, that's all my shooting. Down to 6. Okay, charge phase.
Okay.
Charging phase.
I don't have the shirk off.
So actually,
wounds.
I actually can't do this ability with the banner this turn because I have to
charge something.
I have to charge something.
Yeah.
But that's the beginning of the
combat phase.
beginning of the combat phase,
charge,
so I can
then
charge.
combat.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so the swamp caller is not gonna the banner bearer is gonna charge your banner bearer. We're gonna have a banner fight.
Ooh.
My banner's gonna try to eat your banner because my banner's alive
It's
apparently.
David, Bruce Banner, and Bruce Banner. David and Bruce.
I got 6, 7, 8, so we're good there. Now, can I go like this?
You have to go around as long as you end closer. Yeah, your movement doesn't matter.
Oh, but I can't be within
You
3 inches of this
can't-
model.
yeah, move within
So
3.
I'd have to go like this.
Yes.
Oh, you've got another model there. I can't
Yeah.
see over the fire.
However, I don't declare which unit I'm charging against from what
Nope.
they just
No,
said.
no. You roll your dice and then measure out whoever you're closest
And
to.
then I declare who I'm charging.
So you could theoretically charge both.
Yes, you could charge both.
So then I could do this
Yep. You have to be within half an inch of the model zone,
to strike blows.
or else the charge fails.
That looks like
Yeah.
half an inch.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, there
Yep,
you go.
yep.
Cool. Let's do that. And then these guys are also going to charge. Hurrah!
Well, the 4.
That's enough.
Yep. They were 3 inches away.
All right.
And then I'm going to charge my kill a boss into your hammers.
Kill a boss on Dave.
Woo!
8.
Oh yes.
Hurrah! Eat you. And then, who do I want to charge? I'm going to leave her alone in the hopes that you forget to move her and she blows up.
Because she will absolutely ice that guy.
Yeah. So I'm going to charge your hammer dude there with my other kill boss.
I will unleash hell with him.
Oh, he's got a weapon. Nice. He's got
Yes.
a shooting weapon.
The baton.
Yes. The mighty
Got a
baton. The beat stick.
Is he because he's not within 3 inches of an enemy unit? is he?
Yes, because they couldn't move in within
right.
3 inches.
That's a good point.
So he, who was the charging unit?
This one right here.
Yes, so he will be.
So you do that at the end of his charge phase.
Yes,
Okay, so I charge him.
End of his charge move.
yes.
And he throws the baton in his head.
D6 attacks. For
Ooh,
5.
You've been
this guy's been on
consistently
fire!
good with baton. He's just like he's a baton master.
He is.
-1, so he is hitting on 4s.
Ooh, here we go. Baton!
Ooh.
One hit.
And wounding on 3s. No.
Oh!
Excellent.
The baton bounces off the helmet. Baton!
All right, so if I charge you, oh, these guys can't charge because they ran. These guys can charge though. So these guys need a. Looks like they need a 6.
Well, they'd need a 3 because he's the closest.
Oh, sorry. For some reason, I'm mixing these two guys. Yeah, 3.
Charge!
Oh, good.
7 inch.
We'll go all around, Joe. Try to trap you in there. Because there's no point in charging her. Feels like 0 point.
Yeah, she's really good.
All right, I'll kill everything else in your army first.
Yeah.
Let's good try. All right, sir. You pick the first charge unit.
All right, before we do the begin the charge phase, my banner tries to eat your banner.
Okay.
He belches flame.
Belches flame to every
Blech.
unit within 3 inches, which is those 2 units. So your banner bearer on anything but a 1. So that is 1 mortal wound on it,
1 more
on,
wound.
on the banner bearer.
Down to 5.
And then on the spellcaster you have beside him right there, also gets a mortal wound.
Down to 5.
Just a clarification, the 3-inch engagement range thing is for normal moves only. It doesn't matter for charges.
Ah.
Okay,
you
we
go.
also had earlier someone said that charge move is a normal move as well, so.
Yeah. But still, you wanted to get the banner close enough to
Yep.
puke on both.
Q. Q.
Your first attack, sir.
All right, I think I have to do this one. Because if I get it, give him a chance to do that, you potentially could probably kill me. Those guys look strong.
3 attacks, 3s and 3s, 2 damage, yeah?
Yeah,
They're called
let's do that first.
annihilators.
Yeah.
They're called Annihilators.
Called annihilators.
Let's see if I can annihilate them first. All right, because I charge, I get +1 to hit. Add 1 to hit rolls made by this unit if the unit made a charge move this same turn.
And he doesn't have the extra poison, so any 6s will be mortal wounds.
Yeah. So on 3, 2's a hit.
2's to hit.
With 4 dice from
Yes.
his weapons. So 3 hits with 1 mortal wound that does 2 damage right out.
So 2
Yeah.
mortals.
2 mortals and then 2 hits.
So that kills 1 dude. doesn't
Kill, one's dead and one has 2 wounds left.
Yeah. It only does 2 damage, 2 mortals.
Yeah. Oh,
You've taken 1.
yeah, and then the
Yeah, but they have 3 wounds each.
yes. So
So you
one
did 2 mortals.
he has 1 wound left.
Which got one
Oh,
wound
I
left.
thought there's 1 taken.
No,
Sorry.
yeah,
1 wound
sorry.
left. So you want me to take the back guy?
Yes, please.
Bad guy dies for 1 of the mortals, and then another one goes on which guy?
The front guy.
Front guy.
So he's down to 2 wounds remaining.
Got
And
it.
then your 2 attacks
Then my 2 attacks do not wound.
do not wound.
That's
now
too
your Bogrot.
bad. Yes.
Nashtooth.
Nashtooth gets 4 attacks hitting on 3s.
That's the champion, isn't it?
Oh, only
No,
2.
champions like this.
Oh no, but I hit on 2s because I have +1 to hit. And wounds you once. Only once, but reddened up -2.
So that is a 4-up save.
Only once.
No!
So does 2 damage, so kills the other guy.
Yep.
So you got 1 guy left.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what to do?
I am going to go with my
That makes a lot of sense.
mighty imperatant.
Knight Imperatant.
He is going. Because his doggo also gets an attack.
Your doggo versus my little dude.
So I will attack with the vicious beaks and claws first of my Gryph-hound. 4 attacks, wounding on 3s.
Or hitting on 3s?
Hitting on 3s, yes, sorry. Wounding on 4s. 1 at -0.
1 at -.
And this is into your kiloboss,
All
right?
right, get a
Yeah.
4+.
He's taken 2 wounds already, hasn't he?
Taking 2 wounds. How much damage does this do?
1 damage
Yeah,
for the.
4. Yep, take it.
Okay. And then 4 attacks with the actual Lord Imperatant. On 3s.
All 4 hits.
hits.
Oh.
And on 3s again.
Oh, 3 ones!
1 at -1.
1 at -1.
Yep.
Okay, so on a 5. Okay.
2 damage.
2 damage. So when I do not save it, I can, on a 1 to 5, take it on the stab grot.
Mm.
It does 2 damage.
Yes.
You will have 2 left. Nope, I'm not going to take it on the stab grot yet.
Ooh.
So because the stab grot gets 4 attacks or
Ah.
3 attacks, that's worth saving him around. So he'll take the 2 wounds, go down to 2 wounds remaining. Excellent. So my turn.
Your turn.
And I am going to try to kill your banner bearer, I think.
Ah.
Who can do more damage, your banner bearer or your spellcaster?
The banner bearer hits better.
Okay, I will try to.
Uh,
Strange, but okay.
He wounds better, but has potentially less damage.
I'm gonna try to kill your banner bearer.
Yeah.
So my
Banner on
bearer,
banner action.
Or
Or gut rippers.
God Rippers or banner bearer? That's a good. They don't have any rend. He does have a rend and 2 damage each. They get 2 attacks each. It's 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 attacks versus 3. I'm gonna do the gut rippers.
Remember, 6s are one more or
Yes.
more wounds, right?
Yes. So I'm gonna do the gut rippers with their 6, 7 attacks. So hitting on 4s, 6 mortals. Got 1 mortal. Oh, that's rough.
And only 2 hits.
And only 2 hits.
Wounds on.
Wounds on a 4. 1. One wound,
wound.
no rend.
1 3-up save. Fails it.
Oh!
Excellent.
2 damage each, you said?
Just 1.
Just 1? Alright.
So he's taking 2 wounds total this turn.
Yep, down to 3.
And now your attack, sir. Your fight back.
I will fight back with.
I won't be able to kill both, so it doesn't matter at this
Yeah,
point.
I'm gonna go with the Lord or Knight Vexler because I think he can do more damage to
Into
your-
the banner?
Into the banner.
Into the swamp. No, what is he called? What is the banner bearer called?
The Swamp Kala.
Swamp Kala. No, that's the Swamp Kala shaman. The banner bearer is something else.
He's a Merc Knob.
Merc Knob.
Oh,
Right.
right.
So these are 4 attacks on 3s.
Oh, Brent, your rolls.
I know. And on 3s.
3s and 3s. 1
At -1.
All right. On the
on the Merc Knob.
Murknob, who has a 4-up save normally, go to 5. Nope, not to the count. I got it.
Ah.
Bring it on. Well, then my banner bearer will try to kill your banner bearer. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Hit twice.
2 hits.
Mortal wound that does 2 damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And then on a 3-up, yep, does rend 1, 2 damage.
On a 4-up, I need to make this. No!
Oh, the banner falls. I think you're in trouble now.
Yes, because I would have been healing next turn with him.
Yes, you
Was
would.
that what he does?
Yes, he can heal with his staff.
That's huge.
I think this has been a good turn.
And he didn't get to fight.
He did fight.
He did fight.
Yes.
So
So the Knight Arcanum will attack next.
who's he going to
Right
fight
here.
into?
He will fight into the Merc Knob.
Into the Merc Knob.
3s. And on
Man,
4s.
your dice don't like you.
4.
4s!
1 at -1.
And who's this into? The banner bearer?
The
Yes.
Merc Knob.
Okay, so on a 5. Oh, takes it. How much damage?
D3 damage.
Oh, okay.
He will take
2.
2.
Okay, 2 of 6. So we've got 4 left. Excellent. Oh, this has been a good turn.
And I think it's the Slitas next, isn't it?
Yeah, the Slitas or my Killaboss.
Yes.
I'm gonna do the Killaboss next, just because I like him. Killaboss gets 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. So 2 hits,
That's it. No mortals.
no mortals. Wounding on 3s. Got 2 wounds at -1.
2 4-ups.
Save
them
them both.
And then the prize shiv, which is 3 attacks hitting on 4s, 2 hits. Okay, I got a 6 in there,
But he's not.
but he doesn't have separate keywords.
Can I see? So let's take a look. So, Killaboss, Stab Grot, the text surprise shiv must remain within an inch. Killaboss and Stab Grot are treated as a single model,
Yep.
which means Auric, Cruel Boy,
Is
Does-
applied. So I got a
does a mortal
6,
wound.
which does 1 mortal wound.
yes.
And then the other one, wounds on a 4, does not wound.
Yeah.
So I am down to 5.
You're down to 5?
Yes.
I felt like I
'Cause of
done
mortal
more
wounds.
damage.
What's the Stormcast Allegiance thing when a model dies?
Oh, yeah. You,
Doesn't they explode?
Yes.
Oh, we haven't been doing that at all.
No, we haven't.
There was a big unit of guys here that would have done some
Well, they're
damage.
within 1 inch, so only like 4
Oh,
of them
yeah.
might have. But I will be doing it on
Roll for that
the
guy.
Knight Vexler.
Right for the Vexler. See
Yeah,
what
sure.
happens. And it's everybody within?
Pick one enemy unit. We will put it onto the.
Merc Knob?
Roll number of dice equal to the wound characteristics. Yes, we will put it on the Merc Knob. Wound characteristic is 6, so that's 6 dice. And every 6 is a mortal wound.
That would have been 8 over there.
What? What?
One mortal wound.
One mortal wound.
On which unit?
That
Merc
on
Knob.
your Merc Knob, your banner bearer.
The unit that killed him.
Yes.
Got it.
Revenge from beyond the grave.
Totally forgot about exploding Stormcast.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would have been some dead Grot guides.
That's okay. We're learning, and it's
Yeah.
all right.
I just hate when learning happens in my favor. I'm sorry.
All right, so that's on to Brent's attack. He's got the last Annihilator.
Can you still strike? You're not within.
No, I am out of. Actually, what is his?
Can they be elected?
Can you not pile?
Can they be
I
elected
can
to
pile
fight?
in. Yes.
I charged you, but you didn't charge me. Can you still pile in, or like how does that work? Like in 40k, I think you'd be
A
able to
unit
fight.
is eligible to fight if it's within 3 inches of an enemy unit and is not fought in that phase. Are you within 3 inches of the enemy unit?
Oh yes.
Then
So
you
that
can pile
essentially
into
is
work.
a pile in. That is essentially heroic intervention.
No, it's not, because heroic intervention happens at the end of a charge phase in a different game system.
But it's the equivalent of if you can choose a unit to fight with if you're within 3 inches of them. So if
yeah,
I had
that's
done,
what the 3 inches is so important.
yeah, okay, got it.
If you're within 3, and you have to be within 3, the only way to get there is if you charge.
So when I charged, if I had done this, for some weird reason, because
I can't see that.
move him closer within 3 inches of
Yeah.
the lady here, he can now strike blows with her.
He could have piled in.
Got it.
Because you're within 3 inches.
Understood. Continue on.
So you get to move your Meteoric Annihilator forward and smack him.
Yes. I am not within 1.
You move 3 inches forward.
Yes. I'm contemplating because I am technically in melee.
If you're within 3 inches, you're in melee. Yes.
Okay. So I would have to fall back next turn regardless.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to move.
Interesting.
I'm going to stay right there.
Interesting.
because you can fall back without being
Yes.
without being an issue. Got it.
Yes.
Assuming that I don't get first turn. Oh no, but you get to go.
It's, I
It's
get
your
yes.
turn
It's
next.
my turn next.
Got it. Okay, so I still got the skill, the slittas to fight you. So there's they're the last unit. So I have.
So you're within 3. You're eligible to fight. I don't know if you can actually pass. You know that?
Oh, I have to, don't
Or
I?
you must pass. Eligible to fight if it's within 3 inches of the enemy unit. If you pass and do nothing, option to fight or pass goes back to the opponent. Both players pass in succession, combat ends. I don't know if you can actually pass.
So you could pass right now. I could fight this last one, and then you could pass, and then it'd be over.
I believe so. I think I have
you
to.
could-
You
actually.
cannot pass if there's a friendly unit that is eligible to
Okay,
fight.
so I do have to fight.
There you go.
But I'm only moving within 1 inch. Because that is my melee range. It's going to go right there.
So you still be able to locked in combat though.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, my plan has failed. 3
It
attacks.
has. 3, but
Here, just so the
the
camera
champion
can see
gets
it,
an
This is
extra.
what's happening.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna move
And
this.
wouldn't they have exploded too?
So the,
they would have.
the people can see what's
Well,
happening.
hold on. We have to roll the explosions for these guys because they would have died too.
Sure.
Remember?
Is
why
it
not?
if before removing from play?
Well, who cares? We're retconning it. We're
Okay.
learning. We're learning.
Sure.
All right.
Why not?
So
All right.
they would have rolled 6
Normally
dice.
you can't change the past, but let's
Normally
do
you
it.
can't. But that's because Brent forgot and he's new to Sigmar.
Time travel.
You take a mortal wound.
a mortal wound.
That's
on you.
fine.
Yeah. Mathematically, statistically sound. There we go. Now we're back to even.
Right.
Thank you, chat, for reminding us about the Allegiance ability.
Yes.
Somebody plays elves.
Yes, I
lot of
play
elves.
Daughters of Cain.
Daughters of Cain. So good. Right. Smack
Right.
him. How many attacks?
3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
The champion doesn't get any extra attacks?
Add 1 to the attacks character. Yes,
4
4
attacks. On 3s.
Ooh.
Oh, man. You roll so many ones.
I know,
It's
rough.
frightening. Like, it's brutal. Every roll is
and
at least
3s.
2.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Smack,
2
smack.
at -1.
2
guys
minus
are really
1.
cool.
So I normally get a 3 up, goes a 4 up. Save 1, 1 goes through. How much damage?
2 damage.
2 damage, taking 3. So I have 10 wounds, so 9. So I've got 7 wounds remaining.
There you go. And now, what's left to fight with? The
I
Slittas?
have the slittas. I have 7 slittas.
And remember, every 6 to hit gets an extra hit.
Oh, I have 8 slittas.
Not for them because they are not Oryx.
No, that's not mortals, but the Slitter rule is with their knives, any 6 to hit gets an extra hit.
Oh.
No automatic mortal wounding, but
Right.
it gets an extra hit.
Hurrah! So these become, that becomes 1 extra dice.
Yeah.
And then these hit, I hit on, what do I hit on? I hit on 4s.
4s. There you go.
And I wound you
On
on
fives.
5s. So 1, 2. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Not enough to kill you.
8 or rend on that.
Nope, nothing.
2 at 3 up saves. He's okay.
Well, I feel pretty good about that turn.
That was really getting that second turn, the double turn. It's massive.
Although with how they do combat back and forth, it's not as massive as it could have been.
It is for maneuvering. Now, end of your
Maneuvering for
turn,
sure.
are you within 6 inches of that objective, sir?
I am within 6 inches of that objective.
So that objective is raised.
Am I within 6 inches of this one?
6 is of the center.
I'm very close to the other one, but that one is dead.
That one's
Yes.
So now the score is even.
Score's
I
tied.
have raised 1
And I
objective,
think,
and
'cause
you've
we're-
raised 1. But I feel I'm winning because I blew up the well. I blew up
Ah.
water. I set water on fire. Can you beat that?
Not to
Possibly.
rush the game along, but I think this is probably going to be our last turn because we're running a little bit longer than we expected. So Brent, this is going to be your final turn. Can you make a play to win the game in the last?
Totally. can.
Possibly, yes.
Oh, very much you can.
Okay, command phase. I will heal with a heroic.
Yep. Roll 2d6 under your bravery.
Bravery is a 8.
So if you're equal to it, you get 1. If you're under, you get d3.
D3, get heal D3.
Yep. Heals 3 wounds.
Goes back to full.
And there was no battle shock test to take there because nothing died enough. Oh, these guys, battle shock, bravery 7, they could fail on a 6.
On a
Yes, please.
Is it meat or
They
over?
lost 2.
Ah, yes.
Please, yeah.
No.
All the times your ability to roll low has helped in battle shock tests.
Yes.
I'm going to try to get a command point back on a 4-up. Nope.
Nope. And what's Brent trying to do on the command? You did the heroic recovery.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
So magic, he is going to pop him with the Blaze of Heavens.
Into the Merc Knob.
Yes, into the Merc Knob. Yes.
Casting
On 7,
an 11.
you may attempt.
Well,
just-
why not?
Oh, if you can keep him in the bucket, well, you
6,
can't
7,
make
8,
it.
9, 10. No, can't do it.
Can't do it.
All right, so you will take
Now, don't forget your banner ability to absorb these mortal wounds.
Ooh, yes.
D3 mortal wounds. You will
2.
take 2.
I can ignore. Oh wait, I not ignore special. I get rid of the ability. So who's doing getting the
Get rid of the ability? What?
Is a spell cast.
Okay, so I can cancel the effects of it
On a 5 up, ignone the effect of the spell.
Ah.
So on a 5 up, the banner comes in and says, "Okay, you're not good at
banner
spelling this.
cancels
I'm
it.
going to absorb the power on a 5 up." Nope.
No. So you take 2 mortal wounds on the Merc Knob.
I'm imagining him trying to catch it like a fly swatter. Like
Maybe that's what the mouth is open for, because it
he's
wants to
trying to catch
gobble the
the
spells.
magic.
No, no, no,
got
no.
it.
2 mortal wounds on the Merc Knob.
Okay. He's down to 1.
And now it's Brent's movement phase.
Yep. So we will make a normal move with Indrasta, which is 12 inches. To fly over here, staying 3 inches away from everybody.
That's why I wanted that command point. I was going to shoot her.
And then he is going to fall back 4 inches.
Oh.
However, I currently have way more models in range.
Currently.
Currently. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. Shooting, because everyone else is in melee. I don't really want to fall back with anyone else. So we will go into shooting phase. The lovely Lord Imperatant is going
Your
to.
baton.
The baton is going to go into
magic
This thing has just been so good.
He's like over the shoulder.
It feels like what's that movie? Remember Krull, where he had the little the glaive,
the glaive.
and he's just dancing all over the place.
D6 attacks into your kiloboss.
Okay, yeah, he's close to dead.
Oh, 6!
You've done a
Been
6,
monster.
5, 6, 5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Holy crow!
These are on 3s. That is a 1, and that
That's
is
a
a
1.
1.
So 4. These
And
are 2
on-
damage each, aren't they?
Yes, they are. No, 1 damage.
1 damage each.
And on 3s. That is
4
4
wounds.
at -1.
Okay, so those would be on a 5-up. So I'm going to try to save them first. So
Save 1.
Save 1. Save 2. So 2 go through. Okay, so I'll take 1 on. Okay.
Yep.
1 on him to bring him down to 1. And then Snotrippa, or not Snotrippa, what is his name? Stabgrot. The Stabgrot.
Stabgrot.
Will try to jump in front of it on a 1 to 5. Or sorry, 1 to.
On a 1 to 5, he takes it.
On a 6, he
dies.
takes it and he doesn't die.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Whew! Yeah.
Ah.
So you jumped in front. Oh, got you, boss. Ugh.
Or more likely, he picks him up and holds him in front of it.
Take him! I'm too young to die!
Excellent. More shooting.
Yes, Indrasa will shoot at your bowman, your crossbowman.
So -1 to hit because they're in the cover in the terrain.
Right.
And you're +1 to your save because you're in the terrain.
Excellent. We could do this. I've got a 5-up save.
She does D6 damage.
No.
All right, so I'm not going to take the all-out attack yet.
Okay.
So this is on a 2+ or 3+ because of the -1.
It hits.
It will hit. It wounds on a 2+.
wounds.
At -2.
So even with my save, it goes right through.
Because you're normally a 6-up.
Normally 6 goes to 5.
Oh.
So it goes right
And there's
through.
a champion. Do you have a command point?
No. I
Oh, so you
couldn't get
can't
it.
all out defense.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This could wipe him.
So D6.
D6 damage.
Exactly what you needed!
Wipes the unit.
Wipes the because if you had it, one guy probably would have made the difference because you couldn't have taken these objectives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have been able to assault both this and this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Wow.
that's rough.
You needed that.
Yes.
That was so
That's
lucky.
so rough.
Bwah.
Those are the kind of dice rolls that make the game.
That
It's
was
like,
so
it
close.
comes down to that.
Honestly, I think Brent might have this at this point.
He has to take this because this counts as 2 models.
Yep.
So, but
so
he has
does
to
he,
take-
though.
He counts as 2 models?
Yeah. Because of the number of wounds he has.
8.
Oh, I thought it was per model, not per wound.
It's each he'll count as 2 and 2, and if he's within 6 of the other one, he takes it as long as he makes that charge.
So
Yes.
each model doesn't count for 1 model; it counts for.
For the number, if you have 5 or more wounds, I believe you count as 2 models.
Okay, got it,
Yes.
got it. Well, she might have more.
But that's it for shooting,
yeah,
isn't it?
she's got 6 wounds. This one call up.
Andrasta has 8,
Yeah.
so it counts the same, and plus the meteoric dude at
But
the
I've got
back.
this little guy, so I've actually got 3 models.
Counts
No,
as
they,
the same
they count
model.
as the same model.
Yep,
count as the same
treated as a
unit.
single model. So I count as 2 models. You count as 2
So
models.
if he makes the charge, he controls that objective at the end of the turn.
yeah. So right now you have 1 model here and 1 model here.
Yes.
All right, that's it for shooting.
So
It's
it
charge
comes
phase.
down to the charge phase.
Yes, it does.
You're
And
gonna
he-
roll so many ones. It's gonna happen.
What do I need? I need.
Oh, don't know that.
No. Okay.
Let's roll the dice to see what happens.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna move
No,
this.
let's check it.
I'm gonna
What do
move
you
this
actually need?
so that the people on the chat can see it a bit better. So it's these 2 that these 2 need to make their charges.
Well, he can't charge, so
He
he
He can't charge.
No.
But you're not within 6 of the center with the big guy, are you?
Oh, so close. No.
No.
I don't get to consolidate
So-
after this fight
so
or
there
something
you
like that. No, I put it out so they can see this. So this
This
can
is-
see
this
the
is the key.
maneuvering. All right.
All right. So if you make that swamp, if you make it into the bog witch, the
We're calling.
swamp call the
So
shaman.
for those just joining us, we're calling this the last turn because we've gone a little long. We are close. It's close, but if he can do it,
If he makes his charge, he holds that objective no matter as long as the swamp call shaman doesn't kill you,
Yes.
which is entirely possible.
unlikely.
Unlikely. Make the charge, sir. Let's see what happens.
Double ones.
10. Oh, if any time you needed to roll big.
Yeah, a whopping 10.
All right.
I will just plunk her right beside you.
So that counts as 2 models.
Make sure you're within 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for this objective,
I have
you will
3.
be able to raise it.
Yes.
This objective, however, you will not be able to
Yes,
raise.
I will have to
kill me to do
you
so.
off.
So
Which,
so you only actually win if you destroy all 3.
yes.
One model can't hold 2 objectives.
No, but he could switch to having one model will hold one of them and one model
If he
will
can
hold the
kill
other
this,
one.
if he can
Yeah,
kill this
it's-
this model.
I need to kill that model.
So if he can kill this, he wins. If he doesn't,
If he doesn't,
You
then-
lose.
No, he still wins. He still
tie.
wins because he takes 2.
No,
Yeah.
it's controlling your own.
Oh, it's controlling. Oh,
So it
it's
would be a draw.
controlling. It'd be a draw. All right,
Yeah.
here we go. How many
Right.
attacks does Indrasta have?
Andrasta has 4 attacks. I will all-out attack for 1
Oh.
command point.
I just gotta survive.
So that gives you all out
Just
attack
gotta
is going to give you
survive.
+1 to wound, right? No, all attacks +1 to hit.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, all out attack is +1 to hit.
Yes. So she will be hit.
It's the finest hour is +1 to wound,
Right.
which Nick baited out of you earlier.
Yes. Yes, he did.
So she hits on 2s now.
Yes, hitting on 2s.
I got 6 wounds to get through.
On 2s.
Two 2s and
That's
2
what,
wounds.
that's what I needed for the charge.
Oh man! How much damage does she do?
3.
Oh, she can do it. She's got to wound twice.
I need to wound on 2s.
What's the rend?
-2.
Okay, so I've got a 5-up save, so it goes right through.
6 damage.
So
Okay.
it does 6?
Yeah.
3 and 3.
3 and 3.
And the backup dude doesn't have any.
The
no?
Hobgrot doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he did it.
You did it.
Sir,
Well,
well
done.
done.
Well
I
done.
salute
That was-
you.
By the skin of my teeth.
Ah, boy.
So at the
winged-
end of the turn,
Indrasa will raise
Indrasa
that
will
one.
Raise
and-
both of these.
No,
With-
and the.
you'll be able to raise both of them.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Drassa does one.
This
and
raised
the
one,
Annihilator
yeah.
does the other.
Yeah.
winning you the game by a hair.
By a hair.
If we had gone one more turn, if you hadn't been able to do that, I would have been able to do that.
Yes.
You would have been able to get both
Yeah.
next turn.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Because he had tied up here, these guys would have taken this, he would have held him up, and these guys would have taken that.
Yeah.
And I would have got it.
Yep.
Well, we're just shy of 3 o'clock. You guys want to take a couple of questions?
Yes, I think it'd be a great time if anybody had any questions. In the meantime, what?
I promise to chat, we do it anyway, so regardless of what JP said, we're doing it.
Gotta love those executive decisions that get made
But
for
I
me.
think this is my first game of Age of Sigmar, and I gotta say, I loved it.
Yeah, what do you really enjoy?
Really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. I've been building a Lumineth army, and I've got it fairly big. I've got a lot of paint left to do on it, but I'm curious to see how that plays, because this played fun.
It was very, and you played. I think you played it really well. You played it super aggressive, ran up close, and weathered some of the attacks. Brent's rolls weren't the greatest.
Yeah, I think-
and we did forget about the ability, but I don't think it would have changed much. You would have
No.
killed some more.
Some more
Maybe you would have
grots.
wiped one of those units.
Yeah.
Maybe you wouldn't have gotten to combat, but you still didn't win that combat.
Yeah.
No.
Right? And that's kind of the key is you still didn't win it. So, Brent, what do you think? What do you think of the new version with some of the new rules?
I like it. The heroic actions are very interesting. Like at the beginning of your each player's combat or command phase.
Command phase, yeah.
Yeah, that really adds
Or
some
hero
depth.
phase, I guess,
Yes,
yeah.
hero phase.
Yeah.
It adds some depth to the hero phase. That
Yeah, I really like that too. The ability to get an extra command point to do something later in the game. And I can't see what happened when the books come out, when the battle tomes get updated. I know they updated a lot of stuff already, but I can't wait to see what some of the
probably have some unique
faction-specific ones that you
I
can
hope
do.
they don't go too crazy like they have with 40k in it, because it can get
Oh,
unwieldy.
40k is not crazy. It's just a little bit bent.
Yeah, it just gets unwieldy to try to remember all this
Oh,
stuff.
you see, to be fair, to remember, yeah, if you're playing a competitive level, for sure, right?
Yeah.
Will Brent be back with his Daughters of Cain?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
if I'm invited, yeah.
If this gets enough views, we will probably consider doing some more Age of Sigmar. It really depends on what the reception is to it, but I think we would need some Age of Sigmar players.
I know the guy who painted his Marathi, so yeah.
What armies does everyone like in Age of Sigmar?
I'm building a Lumineth army. I love how they look a
Yeah.
lot. I love the lore actually behind them quite a bit. There's some really cool lore behind them, and I did enjoy playing these Orut guys. Lizardmen.
yeah.
Dinosaurs?
Seraphon?
Yeah.
I want
I would
dinosaurs.
love to play dinosaurs. Although I would like them to come with some new models for them.
Brent, what do you like? What's your favorite?
I like the daughters, of course, but I also like the Idenith Deepkin, the sea elves.
Those are kind of cool. Yeah.
Bizarre, yeah.
Yes. The stealing your souls, going on soul raids, and
Yeah, they're basically dark elves, aren't they?
yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Drukhari.
I really like the vampire models. The Rat Lord looks so cool. And some of the vampire models look, I mean, just, sexy models. Sexy models. Really liking those.
Is Sigmar a Space Marine?
Is Sigmar a Space Marine?
Like Sigmar himself? I think they're referring to some obscure lore that there was the thought that Sigmar might have been one of the lost Primarchs, and that the world, the old fantasy world, was in the 40k world, but was lost in the warp or something like that.
No. The two lost legions are a nod to the two lost Roman legions. You got to remember this game was made in England. It's got nothing to do with Sigmar.
Sure.
But I will say this: in the old fantasy, you could port the rules from one to the other. The original Realms of Chaos, you could have a demon with a heavy bolter.
Yeah, that's right.
So there is something to be said for that deep in the lore.
And, yeah,
What do you feel was the single most different part of AOS compared to 40k?
the biggest difference was it felt like you had the combat was all important. Shooting was a secondary thing. Whereas in 40k, shooting is all it's about really, and combat feels in addition to it, unless you're running a combat-specific army. This felt like battle lines were much more important. Combat, that back and forth aspect of the combat was really good. I liked that.
Wounds carrying through too. Wounds carrying through is a huge, huge difference. Mortal wounds, there's a lot more that happen, but the fact that regular wounds carry through a unit anyway, that's huge. I mean, in 40k you couldn't have that. It would make las cannons and the such so powerful that you would just take an army of them.
I was concerned that this would feel like I was playing 40k with different models.
It didn't.
But it didn't feel at all.
It didn't look
felt
like
very different.
The 3-inch bubble as well. You can hem in lanes as well.
Yeah, movement was key. Blocking your enemy.
Yeah.
I could see so much strategy going into it. Okay, so I move this guy's here. It actually mattered. If I blow this flank, then I can do this. And I can only move so much, so I got to make sure I do this.
It mattered when you moved and how, absolutely.
Tactically, this probably would have been way smarter to burn this building because it would have really tied up this flank.
Yeah.
But I also saw a move when I caught this on fire. So she's here. I could have charged you, and then you wouldn't have stayed there to fight me because you would have been worried about dying. So you'd have had to fall back.
Well, no, theoretically, he could have piled, but at the end of his movement phase, he would have died.
Yeah.
So that is kind of fun. But setting wells on fire is always fun.
Setting wells on fire was a lot of fun. Thank you, fans.
What does Nick think of Tal's indoctrination on its people?
They don't. That is Imperial propaganda.
Exactly.
That is entirely Imperial propaganda.
Would the Tau accept the orcs?
Remember that most things you're reading are from the perspective of the Imperium. So they are obviously going to point. They're obviously going to point to most things being in their favor. So when you read records of Imperium winning battles, really they lost horribly, and they're just writing it as if they won.
Okay. Would the Tau accept the orcs, the cruel boys, as Guavesa?
Of course. All are welcome in the greater good.
And right there, you know Tau are evil.
No, that's not true. Actually, to be honest, in the 40k lore, orcs have been labeled. I can't remember the actual term, but they have a term for it, which basically means they're unrecoverable. They're not worthy of the greater good and kill on sight.
Oh, so Tau are judgmental.
Against certain races, yep.
Wow, Tau are racists. You heard it here first.
Orcs are one of them.
Tau are racists.
Orcs and Space Marines.
Not
humans, but Space Marines.
But Space Marines.
Yeah.
But orcs I can understand. I mean, a gorilla with a shotgun and a shovel is really frightening, isn't it? You think about it. I'm not worried about a gorilla, but a gorilla with a shotgun can still do a lot of work.
They were also the first alien race they discovered, and they were
kind of
pretty bad
first
vibes.
impression.
Vibes.
Yeah. Bad vibes.
Yeah, orcs don't make great first impressions, do they?
No.
Even when you get to know them, they don't do any better.
No.
Here's the big one. What do you guys think of the double turn?
That wasn't a big deal to me.
I still don't like it. I really don't.
Honestly, so they intentionally made the combat you go, I go back and forth like that.
Yeah.
And that makes it that the double turn isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah,
you get the first combat, yes, and you do the movement, but once you're locked in the big scrimmage that inevitably happens in the center, there's not a ton of movement happening. There's some shots and there's some spell casting, but a lot of the heroic abilities happen at the same time. You can cast
my issue with it is it has an inherent nod to a feel bad. And what I mean by that is that, okay, I moved, my opponent goes, and then he goes again, and I don't feel like I'm having any direction on the game for a long period of time, so that feels bad. And I don't think any rule that has a built-in feel bad, like the old Vect, I stop you from doing what you're doing, that has a feel bad. And I don't like that aspect of it. Could I get used to it? I think I could.
Sure, but because of the going back and forth, I felt invested every time we had that double turn.
Right.
I never felt like I was not
and
a
you
part of
did.
the battle.
You doubled it both times.
And I think that's just from us coming from 40k. I came from Lord of the Rings originally, which you did an initiative every single turn.
Right.
And every single turn, but there was a lot more I go back and forth alternating.
Back and forth,
I do my movement, you do your movement, I do my shooting, you do your shooting, we fight together.
Right.
So there's a lot of that already in it. This feels like they took some elements of that, especially those heroic abilities, straight from Lord of the Rings.
Actually, I really like those.
Straight from Lord of the Rings.
To amend my comment, you do feel like you have something to do at the beginning of the game, or you could potentially throw a wrench into your opponent's gears simply by, I have an extra command activation with something now. Yeah. So there's a potentiality there.
And they limited the command points so they don't go crazy.
Yeah. And you lose them at the end of your turn, so if you spend them because you can't take them home, I like it.
JT, who set the ocean on fire?
Who set the ocean on fire? It's off the...
on the news.
It's
in one of the oceans,
one of the oil rig,
One on an oil rig, there was a pipe that burst in the middle of the ocean, and so underneath the water, it's on fire, and it's this weird circle of orange fire.
It's the creepiest looking...
I don't know if we should ask this one. How do we count what is a success?
What is success? That's for us to know, and you to find out.
I would say 50,000 views would
be good
in the next month.
We're not going to put a hard and fast on it, but
No.
we're going to take a look at what the response is and see what it is. We enjoy the game, so we'd like to
The
play
big
it.
question is, did you guys enjoy it? I mean,
Yeah.
comment,
Yeah.
like, subscribe.
This
Oh,
is
did
really,
I just say
this
that?
is really up to you guys. Did
I just say comment, like,
If you guys
subscribe?
like this,
Yeah,
help
comment.
spread it around. Help let us know what we could do better at it. Like,
Yeah.
we'd like to both do more like live like this, but also like fully produced ones as well.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, we
But-
just got the models and just got the book, just because it released just today. Nudge, wink.
Yeah.
So we were very fortunate that a local game shop got a demo copy in, and they were we were so grateful that they were able to do it.
Hey, but I need to. This army goes back to them. By the way.
It Army all goes back to
We
yeah.
just
We're not
painted the
keeping
demo
this.
copy.
Yeah. So we painted their demo copy. We got to read their demo stuff. We got to get it early, which was really, really helpful for us. And that was what the impetus to do this was. But really, like Nick says, if you guys like this, tell us. Tell us in the comments.
And we'll see. Like, we like the game. We'd like to see it. All that comes down to like how much support do we have to give to it?
That's
Because everything we make takes a lot of time.
it takes a lot of time and effort.
I wish
yeah.
we could just do live streams like this because this is a lot.
Oh, a
easier.
live stream AOS. I think this game lends itself to a live stream more so than 40K.
Especially the smaller games like this.
Yeah, this was a lot of
So,
fun.
we'll have to
It was fun for me to watch you guys. I don't know. Did you enjoy playing?
I did.
Oh, Yeah.
I got to like kill things with spears.
Yeah, I love the AOS.
You gotta
the
set stuff on
fantasy
fire.
and-
You love it?
Yeah, I love AOS, the
Hey,
fantasy
hey.
realms, and
What I called happened. My banner took on your banner.
yes,
It did.
And
You did. You killed the banner.
yeah,
I thought was that who you wanted to kill, or was it Lord Imperator?
Oh, you're right. It was the other guy. Oh well.
Well, hot dogs. We didn't roll it out. We'll just say it happened.
So we kind of enjoyed it, but I think it is time to say.
I think
It is. It is. Thank you guys, everyone, for joining
Thanks,
us.
everybody.
So at the end of all of our games, we have a call out where we say, "Until we see you next time, play on." Now, very few people are able to do that with us, so we're gonna try.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, "Until we see you next time," and then together we're gonna say, "Play on."
gonna say
okay, you
play.
ready? Until.